Hey guys, what's going on? It looks like we're live. Welcome back to Fit and Fire. It is always nice to see you guys. We've taken a long hiatus, and I can already see that I've got 2 thumbs down. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate all the support on that. But at the end of the day, I'm really excited that you guys are watching. Naturally, we've got a great show with a really good friend that is going to be on tonight. You guys know who it is. And I figured, hey, why don't we kind of air out our frustrations on what's going on with tomorrow and talk about what is your guys' prediction on what is going to happen after tomorrow and all of that type of stuff. Naturally, I would be remiss without saying thank you to all of my Patreon members. Everybody who has jumped on board here recently as a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. I have taken a hiatus from filming here over the last, I would say, probably 4 weeks. And that is all by design. I've got a lot of different things that I've got in the works. I have some training coming up this weekend with John Lovell and Warrior Poet Society. So we will be looking into that and doing a video for you guys to see what it's like to train with Mr. Dad Jokes himself. In addition to that, I would also say that there's going to be some revamping of the channel. I'm looking at doing some things to change the channel a little bit for 2021. So I've got some videos that I'm going to put out between now and the end of the year. But come the first of the year, I'm looking at really kind of stepping up my game. Going to be enlisting some help from a couple of people that you guys probably already know. You may not know, but if you guys know who Izzy is, he is the editor for the Gun Collective, and he and I will be in some talks about doing some work on improving some of my editing and so on and so forth. So a lot of great things to come. We've got a ton of reviews that I've got stacked up, man. I've got Taurus pistols, I've got Canik pistols, I've got BCMs, I've got some cheapo stuff that I need to look at. I've got some traveling, like I said, that I'm going to be doing. And I want to have a new segment coming up here pretty soon that I think is going to kind of lighten things up for the channel, hopefully. So let's say hi to everybody in the chat room here real quick. You had a few people in here already. And Brian, I really do appreciate you saying that you're going to write in FUD and Fire. I got called a FUD last week. Believe it or not, I was trying to sell a rifle to kind of plus up my savings account after this the ridiculous stuff that I've bought over the last couple of months. I got called a FUD. Heath Adams, good to see you. Dr. Cat Milk, always good to see you. Josh McCubin, Shocker Shooter. Man, I tell you, dude, you crack me up with your stuff. The 9mm Makarov is the middle kid that the parents didn't want. It's classic. Art, good to see you, man. Always good to see you. I was just talking about you off the air. Larry, good to see you. Michael, hey, how's it going? And Ghost Tactical, there you are. Scott, P79, awesome to see you. And there is the love of my life. Oh my goodness. Ashley, good to see you. Always good to see you. Real Gun Snob, Heath Adams once again. Let's see. Wait, Heath Adams. I'm gonna hold on to that just 1 second, and let's introduce our guest. It is the one, the only, freaking Tyler. What's going on, man?
I have arrived.
So,
Pepper Angus. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Hey, Mr.
Halloween was just a couple of days ago, man.
And happy one to you. My favorite holiday of the year. Yes,
it was. It was. Did
Yes.
you swing by Instagram and see my costume?
I did actually. Yes, I did. It was a very how should I put this? Well played fatherly costume.
Yes.
Well played fatherly costume.
That was all Coriana's idea.
Well done for her. And man, is she becoming a little lady too. Holy crap.
Sure. My goodness. She's actually almost taller than her mom.
Really? Goodness gracious.
There's may or may not be saying very much. But so check this out. Heath Adams, I don't know if this is true or not. He says, "Hey, Fit and Fire, did you see that I won the M14 from Classic Firearms?"
Oh, no fucking way.
That's crazy.
Right on.
That is crazy, man. All right, man. So if that's
Shocker, sorry. Shocker says, I've got ice in my bourbon in honor of Tyler. Here, hold on. Let me get my Yehuda voice on. Oh, shoot. I don't have it queued up. Give me a second.
dead air.
Hold on. It's my Yehuda voice. Okay, so you take the cubes and you put it in the whiskey, or you take it in the scotch, and then you call it a good day. L'chaim.
L'chaim, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Mark. Before you dive too far into it, I got somebody who wants to say a little special welcome to you, buddy.
Is it who I think?
It's who you think it is. She ain't tiny no mo.
No, she isn't. But look at her. Oh, look at the hair. Oh my goodness.
She got more hair than daddy. You gonna say she loves live streams because she gets to look at herself on camera. She's normally over here. That's why she's looking over that way. You want to say hi to Uncle Mark? Hi, Uncle Mark.
Hey.
Hello, Uncle Mark. It's almost bedtime for the little bean, so
it's almost big time for me too. So
all right, we're not gonna hijack the cuteness though. We got to make sure that Mark maintains the cute standard that he is accustomed to at this point.
Oh, what are you talking about? Well, I'm trying to get the tough.
I was just gonna give you shit for popping a button.
Well, you made the joke about being the cheap grand thumb, so
yeah, exactly,
I was like,
exactly.
I might as well go a little
Mike,
cheaper.
Is that you? Right? Huh? Hey, buddy, how you been, man?
Oh man, it's been quite the ride for the last couple of months. Some pretty high highs and pretty low lows, and everything in between, man. And
definitely been there.
So some really crazy stuff going on.
Right on. Both good and bad, I'm sure.
Right. So for the chat, I've talked about this on my Instagram live feed, and I know this is not something I've talked about. I'm pretty sure that most of you guys have known, but I've had the cheap grand thumb or the Garanda thumb.
I would just call you discount MJ.
Just discount thumb. I'm the discount thumb. But if you guys haven't noticed, in the last we'll call it 8 months, I've moved twice, and that's because of what do they say, a personal change in my life, right? So with that being said, it is what it is, and I got the phone call today. Freaking Amber called me today, and she got me good. She got me really, really good. I am such a joker, right? I joke all the time. I make fun of, not make fun of, but I pull practical jokes with Coriana and her mom and everything. And she called me up today because she's in her master's degree program. And then as soon as she finds out, as soon as she completes her master's degree program in June, she PCSs to her new duty station. That new duty station, I have no idea where that's going to be. One possibility was Fort McCoy, Wisconsin, and then one was Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. And then I got a call today and said, "Hey, I did an interview and I've accepted the job." And it's
look who just joined the chat. Sorry to interrupt. Man, he just missed it. He just missed it. Hold on.
Hey, I got a big shout out to make to my good buddy Yehuda. Hey, how you doing there, bud?
Hi. Shalom to you there.
Shalom, MFer. Continue on, Mark. Sorry, I had to.
I was just going to say. So she calls me up and she says, "Hey, I did an interview and I've accepted the job." And I was like, "Well, which job is that?" And she goes, "It's the one in Germany."
Oof. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, there you go. And so that she'd be taking freaking Coriana to Germany with her.
Oh, that was not the right one. Wrong button.
Yeah, it happens. So she's like, "So how do you feel about that?" And I'm inside, I'm getting ready to jump out of my skin. I'm like, And then she's like, "No, I'm just kidding. We're going to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri." I'm like, "Oh God."
Oof. Okay.
She got me good on that one. So
Not great, but definitely better than Germany.
yeah, I know, right? I mean, it would have been cool. I mean, it would have been cool for Coriana to live in a different country and go to school in a different country
definitely.
and stuff like that. And Amber's always wanted to go to Germany, so
She gets the true army brat life, right?
yeah, exactly. But oh well.
Yeah. On to Missouri, which is essentially another country. Go ahead.
It is, and it's southern Missouri.
Oof.
So like Ozark.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big oof there. Big oof, bud.
Mm-hmm. So Yehuda says Germany. My ancestors loved that place.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They know a thing or two about it.
Yeah, it gets kind of hot under the collar there sometimes.
Yeah. But you could say they like their chicken extra crispy.
Oh,
sorry. That there's a very inside joke there.
Yeah,
a very very inside joke there.
Yep. There is.
Maybe after another scotch or two, I'll tell the joke live on the air here and tell you about the time I embarrassed myself more than any other time in my entire life.
I've got an embarrassing story about different cultures. It was we talk about that later. But so tomorrow, I guess tomorrow the world's supposed to end.
Hell no.
I hope your stream's not monetized, by the way. I apologize.
It was.
It was. Yep. I'll toss you $20.
That's actually probably about 4 times what it's probably going to make.
I'll still toss you 20. Pay this man, chat. Let's see them super chats rolling. Come on.
Bargain thumb. Oh man, you guys crack me up.
It's a good one.
So have you voted? Have you voted early?
Yep.
No? Yes. Okay.
C.
All right. So you voted for JoJo, right?
I voted for somebody you will not be able to know about because I keep my voting to myself.
Very good. I always knew that you were going to vote for Kanye West.
Yes. Or Conway Twitty, which is where you were originally going with that.
I mean, it's
ladies and gentlemen, Conway Twitty.
It's 6 of one, half of dozen the other.
I voted for myself. Okay. Tundra Tactical 2024 is going to be a thing. Let's be honest here. We will lead this country to greatness. You heard it here. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, and I totally mucked this live chat up because I posted on here that you're voting for who, and I have. There's a YouTuber by the name. His channel goes by the name Run, Don't Walk Productions, and he's a political YouTube channel. Really funny, and he has his own T-shirt, and it's Asteroid 2020.
Yeah,
and that's what I.
So there's an interesting sidebar story here. Apparently, so I have an MO. I get drunk a lot, like excessively drunk a lot.
Well, hold on. Let's talk about drunk. Are we talking blackout?
No.
Okay, then you're not getting drunk. You're just drinking.
Okay, but yeah, there's also this thing called manliness. So I have more of that than you do, so I don't get blackout drunk.
I don't either.
Yeah, the beard is proof. So I'm just kidding. But so I just was reminded of this today, and it's so on point with what you just said, with like the slogans like Asteroid 2020. Apparently, at some point in time, while playing a game with my Discord buddies over on the Tundra Nation Discord, I said, "You know who I'm voting for? I'm saying Mechanical Pencil 2020. At least it's got a fucking point." Excuse my language.
No, you're good. I'm just replying to Dr. Catmilk. He says, Tyler, who will be the director of architecture? And I said Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg for the director of agriculture.
Oh no, there's a joke in there as well. There's a Tundra Nation specific joke in there.
Oh, okay.
Let's just
he did say agriculture, not architecture,
yes,
and I can't read.
Let's just say he enjoys his waxy drawing materials.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes.
There we go. Can we have a drinking show with Crispy Crew since shot is not happening?
It could, yeah.
Yes,
we should do it. We should do it. Yeah, let's get it done. Let's get it done, man.
So who all do we need? We need Yehuda, you, Alana,
and Amy,
Amy,
Carrie. Was Carrie officially induct into? I don't know. She was an accessory.
On that one.
Yeah, she was an accessory, definitely. Like she's you know what? I'm gonna say, as much as I love Carrie, I'm gonna say I don't think she was ever officially induct to that. Eric.
Yes.
Eric was definitely part of it. He's deployed right now though, so it's gonna be
well,
tough.
we're talking. Well, yeah, he still will be deployed in January.
But I think that was the OG crew. Keith.
Oh,
Wasn't
yeah,
Keith?
of course. Yeah, Keith. Yeah, Donor X. Hey, Meat Fuel Rants into house.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah.
What's up, my mains?
Good to see that they're back rolling again, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, quick plug, if you guys don't know Meat Fuel Rants, you guys need to swing on by the YouTube channel, Meat Fuel Rants. They do basically live chats. It's really all they do, and they have some of the industries like
wicked guests.
Yes, I mean Jim Fuller,
Pappas was just on there. Mike Pappas.
Yes, Mike Pappas. Yeah. Some tip picks. So I mean, Meat Fueled. I can send you. I can post a tip pick, but
oof.
I mean,
there's some explanation involved in that sentence right there.
Your tip,
I don't want to know.
His tip is bigger than mine. That's just the bottom line.
Okay.
Let's see. Art is asking a question. We're talking politics. We might as well just jump into this one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the ATF's recent actions is a response to Judge Barrett being selected?
Oh man, I abstain.
Yeah,
I just put out a pretty interesting couple of videos on the ATF. So
you did, and I just watched. I watched it yesterday. You put one out yesterday, right? Yesterday?
It would have been Thursday.
Was it Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday. Oh. So we've been kind of doing the same thing you've been doing with some of the, not necessarily like revamp and rebrand, but just more of the algorithmic testing, like seeing what works better here, what works better there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff I want to talk to you about, by the way, off air.
Yeah, absolutely, because I need it.
but yeah. It's we released a couple of somewhat we'll just say critical,
saucy.
Yeah, spicy. Yeah, the spice is nice over in the Tundra Nation now.
I did like. Oh my goodness!
Is that who I think it is, or is that somebody different?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But hey, thanks Shekel for the $4.99 Harris Biden 2020.
He's just getting you to say it.
I know.
You know, you could have pawned it off on me.
No,
you could have pawned it off on me, and then held at least, because I mean I have no credibility. I have literally zero credibility.
Since when did I have any?
Well, I mean, you got more than I do.
But that.
You got more than I do, so Fuller Hughes 2020.
There you go. I would. I'd take
that. I'd take that.
Yeah. So back to Art's question. I don't think so. I think really what the ATF is doing is preparing for a Biden win, and that's going to go into my prediction aspect 100%. Of this light check. Here's my prediction.
I got no sounder for it. I'm sorry. I was going to do it. I got no sounder.
She falls into the well. Her eyes go crossed. She gets kicked by a mule. They're uncrossed. I don't know. That's my prediction right there.
Well played, sir. Well played.
No, but seriously,
solid reference, sir.
I think that realistically, Biden's going to win. Either he's going to just pull off 270, or it's going to end up being a contested win, and it'll get drug out. Regardless, I think he does end up winning, unfortunately, and I think that he doesn't. I don't think he makes it past the first 100 days. So
I'm gonna address a comment here in chat too, because I love hijacking streams. So Heath, buddy, we gotta have a chat. In no world is it acceptable to. He's a great guy, but in no world is it acceptable to have Ted Nugent leading a country.
No, it's not.
No world. There is no world. He's great at music. He did great at music. He's good at killing stuff. Okay, so like if World War III happens, hell yes, let's get him in, right?
So I'm thinking that Ted Nugent would be an awesome president in a alternate reality on Rick and Morty.
Solid, actually.
Yeah,
That's actually pretty much spot on, man. That's actually pretty much spot on.
yeah, yep.
Flying
So
the tank.
Donnie, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Shekel doesn't believe that my prediction is correct. I firmly stand behind it. I don't believe. I think one or two things have happened. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm backing you on that one. I'm in the same boat. You know,
Yep.
I've got the feeling that Trump's reign is at an end, and he you know, for us specifically. You know, I won't put you on the spot, but I'll go on record and say he's alienated too many 2A'ers
Sure. Yeah.
to secure his vote, because you know, one of the major reasons. Well, I won't give us that much credit, but you know, a good chunk of his supporters are 2A'ers, and there also is still a good chunk of that support group that is blind to the injustice that he's given us over the last 4 years, and will, you know, deny it ad nauseum. Now, that's not to say that they're wrong in their belief by any means. You know, you do you, man. Like, I'm going to believe what I want to believe. You're going to believe what you're going to believe. You know, this is super, like, whenever I come on here, I become a completely different person than you see on my channel, because I'm like, yeah, no, I'll totally accept what you have to say, instead of just roasting the ever-living crap out of you. But that's, you know, that's not really who I am. I like to hear things from the other side of the table.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting is, I actually think that we give the forever Trumpers too much credit.
Yeah,
And that sounds a little critical, but you know, I sat down and had brunch yesterday with a good friend of mine, and we ended up talking about some of the political stuff going on, and I brought up the Biden stuff, the emails and everything. Had no clue about what I was talking about, and I honestly believe that there's a large segment of the right that has no idea what Trump has done. You know?
Yes. But that you know, by extension goes to, you don't have to say a large extension of the right. You just say a large extension of America doesn't know what the right hand is doing from the left. It's they're so hyper focused on their own individual single, dual issue, triple issue, you know, stances, that anything outside of those blinders, right, does not matter. And that is what, well, I'm not going to maybe say what I'm going to say right there. That might have been a little too controversial, but that is, you know, one of the challenges that we face on a social level today, is if you exist out of my blinders, you're wrong. Where you know, the one of the things, you know, the last time I was on here, it was right after the big Minneapolis riots, and I said some somewhat, you know, maybe not controversial, maybe somewhat unpopular things then, you know, at least in our circle, and the hardcore believers of you know, the industry in our circle maybe didn't, you know, necessarily agree with a lot of the stuff that I had to say. But that's me, man. You know, that's in reality, that's me. Is, you know, I'm trying to do what I can to make sure that at least my earballs are open.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the biggest problems is that I had this discussion today with my workout partner, and we went and grabbed lunch right after the gym. And I said, here's the problem is we've lost the point where we can listen to someone outside of our echo chamber and say, you know what, I disagree with you, and still be okay with that.
So I'm actually going to argue that point ever so slightly. I don't disagree that is a massive problem. I don't think we've lost it, though. It's hanging on by a thread, and there is a minority of people out there from both the left and the right that are willing to listen, that are really, really genuinely willing to listen, and those are the people that need to be kind of put to the front of the line in the, you know, this, especially the socio-political spotlight, which is arguably the biggest word I've ever used on either of our shows.
Yeah, that's a good point. But you're touching on a point as well, is that those individuals are
A
a
major
dying
minority.
breed.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
absolutely a dying breed.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to wear the blinders. It's easier to wear the blinders because you don't have to pay attention to so much stuff.
Nope.
You get to laser beam focus. You get to become an expert in, and when you achieve that expertise knowledge, there's a sense of self validation and depending on what it is, be it political, be it geographical, be it a certain career field, there's a sense of validation in having that expertise status, saying, "Who are you to challenge me in my beliefs? You're wrong."
Yeah.
And that's that brick wall, that arguably that Trump wall that goes up and says, "Nope, I'm right, you're wrong," or the other way around, "You're right, or I'm right, you're wrong." On the other side of the fence. So essentially, what we're doing is we're building walls. We're building socio-political walls between the people we disagree with, as opposed to hearing them out.
Yep. Speaking of politics, Todd Schmidt jumping in there saying Spider-Man gets roughly 3,600 votes for president each election year.
One day, we can only hope. One day,
we can only hope. But you also know that with great power comes great responsibility.
True. I'm just waiting for Mary Jane to become lady number one and get behind that. No innuendo intended.
I would intend all the innuendos.
Yes, yeah. I don't have that luxury right now.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Here comes the bus. Meep meep.
No. Of course you don't. I mean, I wasn't saying you.
Okay. Go on.
So we're moving on. So,
are you sure about that?
Maybe not. Worst case scenario is naturally Biden wins uncontested, right?
Yep.
There's no way for Trump to contest it because there's really no fraud that is apparent.
Mm-hmm.
As it stands right now, it doesn't look like there's anything going on a grand scale. So there's that. So Art jumps in there and says, if Biden wins, won't firearm prices continue to be inflated? Is today's prices going to be the new norm?
No.
Today's prices is actually going to be the good old days.
You think so?
I do.
You really do. Do.
Because
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, within the first 100 days, a executive order is going to come out and assault weapons will be banned from production. I don't think that they're going to say that they're going to be banned from ownership, because obviously you know what happens next. But what he can do is say that no new production of certain types of firearms will come out.
Now,
so that means...
So one of my biggest weaknesses is a lack of understanding in the whole relationship between Congress, the executive branch, the judicial branch, the judicial system. If you get that joke, by the way, you are old and cool.
Or you're just old.
So if he drops that executive order, can it not be in any way, shape, or form challenged?
Yes.
In the courts. So I agree with you that will be one of his primary things. Like that things. Great technical term there, Tyler.
Of course. Yeah.
So I do not disagree that he will go hard and he will go fast. Oh yeah. And he will absolutely come on the offensive. A lot of innuendo in that statement too, but I think that over the course of time, like we've seen it took forever and a day, but we've seen glimmers of hope out of California. We've seen we've seen the judicial branch work in favor of the we'll call it work in favor objectively in the light of the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's where I'm placing my hopes. I don't know if they're validated, but that is where I'm placing my hopes.
And that's actually a good point, because if you remember back, remember back to 2016, well, technically 2017, with the travel ban that was challenged in the Supreme Court, and Trump was dealt a loss on that one. Yeah. So he that was an executive order that was challenged, and defeated, basically. So possibly now that we have Amy Coney Barrett in the seat, that's a good thing. But then you also have the other argument. Well, they're just going to stack the court from there.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And that's where it does get scary, is if the court gets stacked.
Yep.
Because then, what representation does this massive group of Americans that call ourselves two-wayers, firearms owners, that vote on this subject, maybe not exclusively, some people do, but maybe not exclusively on this subject. What representation do we have if the court is stacked, if the government is stacked, if the Congress is stacked, if the Senate is stacked, like it is in my state up in Minnesota, against the ideals and the beliefs that we believe in?
Yeah, and Dr. Catmilk, he says, who signed the 1986 machine gun ban?
Yep.
You
nailed it.
That is
you
blasphemy.
nailed it.
That is blasphemy to the fullest.
He nailed it, man.
No,
he nailed
he
it.
did.
He's speaking the
he
truth.
got it.
He's
He
speaking
did.
the truth. He's speaking what people don't want to hear and understand. It's the same thing with Trump. Reagan is not God.
And here's the thing. I wasn't red pilled until here recently. Like within the last, I would say it was probably 2017, 2018. It was 2018. After I started my YouTube channel, that I started to see these things about Reagan and how he wasn't the bastion of freedom that I thought he was.
I mean, he had his moments, definitely. He definitely had his moments, just like any president has. But
what moment was that? I'm still trying to. Was it the war on drugs or the machine gun ban or
there was a little thing. I mean, he wasn't directly responsible for it, I suppose, but he presided over a little thing called the Berlin Wall coming down, the end of communism. Now, once again, not directly responsible, but it was a world effort, and he was the one presiding over the nation at the time. So I'll give him a modicum of credit for that.
I'm trying. So technically, wouldn't the fall of communism came
91? Yeah.
So that would have been
it would have been Bush.
Bush. Yeah.
So
right?
Okay, you could have said, okay, I'm going to defend and say he set it up. Then he set it up. He set it up. Bush knocked it down. Okay, we're going with it. I'm not a hardcore conservative. I swear to God, I bleed red, but I'm not red.
Yeah. So I mean, and then Dr. Catmilk hits it again with Iran Contra.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff going on there.
But so. I mean, like in reality, the thing is, like, we're overly critical, I think, of every president in relation to our beliefs, because every president has their moment of glory ish, and then they have the stuff that we remember him by. In which case, based on your partisan belief, it's either good or bad, and.
So then here's the question to you then is, what president in your mind, knee-jerk reaction, the president that comes to mind first that has like nothing bad to critique them about?
Good God. Can't be Truman because he nuked someone. Can't be Nixon. Whole Watergate thing left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. Can't be LBJ because he fucked up the Vietnam War
and really cranked up the welfare to 11.
Yeah, that too. I will. I'm gonna abstain. I got nothing, man. I got nothing. I'm gonna go historical, just to the point where I don't even remember the bad stuff they did. We're gonna say we're gonna use my namesake, Tyler. Tyler probably did nothing wrong because that's my namesake.
Okay, I'm going with Todd on this one and have to go back to Theodore Roosevelt.
Kennedy had the Bay of Pigs.
He had the Bay of Pigs.
The Bay of Pigs. That was kind of, although allegedly at least it wasn't his fault. He did sign off on it, and that's the burden of the presidency, is you're relying on a lot of other people to make decisions for you that you will inevitably get blamed for.
So and then he had the whole thing with what's her name, Marilyn Monroe.
Ashley knows this really well. do you know the inside joke here?
Oh yeah. I'm very much aware.
She knows this really well. How's Maryland doing these days, actually?
Let's see.
Yeah, man, I honestly, I can't think, because that is the nature of the presidency. You're going to be loved and you're going to be hated for eternity. You're going to be loved by a certain percentage of the population. You're going to be hated vehemently by a certain percentage of the population for eternity. You're going to have every great thing that you've done explained to the next generation and the generation after that and the generation after that, depending on how influential you were. And then on the other side of the table, you're going to have every terrible thing that you did spread from generation to generation to generation to propagate the previous generation's beliefs. And that is one of the major issues that we have, is people are voting their parents' beliefs. They're not thinking for themselves.
That's a very, very good point. Shekel, he's jumping in there with another $4.99 super chat, and thank you so much for that. He says, "Is Donald Trump just H. Ross Perot standing on a midget?"
I mean, you could, yeah.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no because can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? Opposed to
Hey.
China.
China.
Huge, right?
Oh yeah, you gotta get the huge,
right? Who built the cages, Joe? Who built the cages? Who built the cages, Joe?
Oh, that got me. I almost choked. I almost choked.
Hell no.
Sorry, Daddy.
That's okay. That's all right.
Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting, like I said, socio-political landscape we live in.
It is. It's very, and this whole freaking. Hey, you know what?
Do it. Full send.
I got a joke for you.
Oh, okay. I like it. We'll get there eventually.
We're going to get there eventually. My processor hit a little slow point. So
Alt F4 format C, sell computer on eBay.
So the question to you is, what's the difference between you and a mallard with a cold?
What would that be?
One's a sick duck. I can't remember how it ends, but your mother's a whore.
Well done, Mr. Connery.
Yeah. So can we get an F in the
big F?
F in the chat for Sean Connery.
So on this subject, if I can deviate ever so slightly, we were talking in the pre-show, and I won't spoil your bet, I promise, about adding new bits to the show or to the stuff. So if you guys don't know who I am, I run a live stream and a YouTube channel. I run a YouTube channel called Tundra Tactical, and then a live stream on another separate YouTube channel called the Tundra Nation.
Zordas.
What do you say?
Dr. Catmilk says, "Rip Zordas."
Oh God.
Oh my God.
That's
anyway. Go ahead. Yep.
So, we were talking, like I said, pre-show about adding new segments and bits to the show, and we incorporated a new bit into the show that I absolutely ripped off from a local radio station here in the Twin Cities, the Power Trip Morning Show. DeLance is in the house. He says F for the con. And where I'm going with this, in this incredibly drawn out anecdote here,
I love you, DeLance,
is we started playing the first ever firearms or at least like gun related, broad term, game show, and it's called The Initials. So the premise of the show is you have a set of initials, 12 different initials, 6 clues per initial that you have to guess what it is. So if your initials are TT, clue number 1 is
Precious.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could say so. I'm not going to say it. You can say it. And then clue number 6 would be, is best known for roasting the ATF on, his most recent video or something like that. Oh,
we went completely the opposite direction. I was
thinking somebody else.
I was saying, let me see your precious.
Oh, I mean, but you have. So,
well,
hey, there's that.
I've been told what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
No. It's what happens in Vegas stays on Instagram. Remember that. My wife at least just doesn't know the Instagram account it's on. Thank God. Anywho,
I love you too, Ashley.
our last clue, or our last set of initials was the Walther PPK, and it was in honor of our good friend. Now, if I can take another minute of your show away and say,
Just a minute.
I'll keep it under a minute. How much, like, how fitting to Sean Connery is it that the dude died on Halloween in the fucking Bahamas?
That's pretty.
That is Sean Connery. Like, life and death and everything in between was on brand. That man was
absolutely.
on brand from the inception of his professional career to the end of his life. So cheers to Mr. Connery.
So I will say I did watch a Sean Connery movie, Halloween Night. Question is, what movie
The Rock.
was it? No.
Oh.
Nope. If anyone, let's put it this way: if anyone in the chat,
Indiana Jones,
you're gonna love this one. If anyone in the chat can guess the Sean Connery movie that I watched Halloween night that has to do about drugs, I will send you an Olight.
somebody's gonna get it. You ain't that small, dude. Somebody's gonna get it. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is definitely. Ooh, no, it's definitely not the case.
That is on my queue, and I watched it 2 weeks ago. But
one of the best worst movies. Oh, I think somebody might have. No, you said drugs.
It's not.
It's close. It's
not
close.
untouchable. It is close, but it's not.
Oh, Heath Adams.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
I'm waiting.
Rising Sun. That's a good one, but no.
It is a good one. I forgot about that one.
Not Highlander either. Not Outbreak.
Yeah, you gotta. By the way, so 14 Hours to Steve is one of my guys. You gotta watch out for him because he's an old school movie expert. So Connery's in his wheelhouse, probably.
Okay, so there it is.
Somebody get it?
Clover Tack.
Clover Tack. Wow, I forgot that movie existed. Oh, Heath Adams follows it up just a second too late.
All right,
Heath,
so
I admire your dedication.
Heath, good on you, dude. I'm going to leave it to Clover Tack. Clover Tack, I will send you an Olight of your choosing, unless you don't want
Carte
it.
blanche.
If you don't want it, I will send it to Heath. Give it to someone else. I wanted to win to prove my superiority.
Yes. That is the ultimate just like the flex right there. If that's, by the way, if that face that I just made is not on the thumbnail for this video, I'm going to be very upset.
It's actually you drinking.
That works as well. That's pretty on brand.
It's always this is you.
Yeah, that is the definitive. Actually, that is the definitive thumbnail. The thumbnail that everybody remembers me most for. Is that exact thumbnail. Yes.
All right. So Heath Adams, go to Olat's website. Pick out a light. Let me know which one it is, and I'll get it sent to you. So there you go.
There you go.
I think I'm going to
honest to God, that was a solid 5 out of 10 in terms of trivia questions.
It is, and I was going to go a step further. If had no one got it, if Clover Tack hadn't put in there, I was going to jump in there and say IO.
Like interordinance?
No, like the moon,
okay,
like the moon orbiting Saturn.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, what? You're throwing an endorsement to IO now? What is this? What is this? YouTube suicide?
Are they even still a thing?
I don't even know. I mean, we saw the the get well card at SHOT Show last year. Oh, let's talk about that, man.
SHOT Show, yeah. So can we get an if in the chat for SHOT Show?
My heart. I gotta pour a drink. Hold on. Oh, my heart. You know, guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Clover Tack, bro, you got me on that one. You're right. It's not Saturn. It's Jupiter. Mm-hmm.
It's not Saturn. It's Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
You doing okay there, bud?
No, I'm not. This is the most I've drank in probably 3 weeks.
That's what happens when you hang out with me.
I know.
So first of all, F in chat to Shot Show. Cheers. I will say this, and Ash can relate to this. Clover can relate to this. Any other gun
Pause
tuber-
one. Pause one.
Full send.
Pause
Oh,
one.
he's
Mike, I need you to flex right now.
full flex. Send it.
I need you to flex, and I need you to send me a selfie
Full send. Full send. You can do it.
because that man has quite possibly the most beautiful biceps I've ever seen.
Just want to let you know my proximity effect on my microphone is much better than yours.
It is.
Hey,
It actually is.
This is Fit and Fire ASMR edition.
And I was referring to tactical considerations because he's in the chat now.
Our good buddy. We were talking about you. Only good things, I must say. While
Yeah.
I was talking shit, he was talking good stuff. I'm kidding. Totally joking.
Hey, you know what? DeLance has a great point. Just because Shot is canceled doesn't mean you can't go to Vegas and drive Lambos.
You're burying the lead. You're burying the lead. You stole my thunder.
No,
so
you
this is
I don't know what you're saying. I'm saying.
yeah,
What are you
yeah.
gonna
No,
say?
you have to. Well, exactly. You were drunk. You get perfect excuse. Haven't drank this much in 3 weeks, right? Ever? You mean? I'm kidding. No, we've hung out at Shot Show. I've seen you drink way more than this. Yeah.
Circle bar.
I've seen you literally trying to do handstands. Cannot confirm, unfortunately. But yeah, so RIP Shot Show 2021. But what I wanted to say is, you know, what a lot of people don't like, you know, there's a lot of like gun tuber memes going around, like, you know, the gun industry like celebrating, yay, and then gun tubers are just like, oh, like, or influencers are like,
Yeah.
But what a lot of people don't realize is Shot Show serves a secondary purpose for us. You know, I would consider Mark one of my best friends, like absolute one of my best friends. Like if we lived in close proximity, this man would have been invited to my wedding. He would have been one of my groomsmen. Like that is how close of a friend I consider Mark to be. Now, it'd be incredibly unwise for him to reciprocate that feeling, because I would just get drunk and probably like drop kick the wedding cake or something. But
I would be fine with that.
okay. But it serves a greater purpose for us too, because it is one of arguably two kind of standardized times throughout the year where we all get to be in one place socially. And of course, you know, like with COVID, we kind of all saw it coming, so it's not like a huge depressing factor for me. I was hoping that it was going to go on, but there was like a point, there was a part of me that was just like, okay, yeah. What are you chuckling about? Did you get the biceps? You got the bicep. You got the biceps, didn't you? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You want to see it?
Oh, I mean, full send. Might as well. Okay, them some biceps, man. You know what? I'll tell you what though. I'll tell you what. How old is he? Ballpark me. 10 years.
I don't think that's him though.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if that was in fact him, I got somebody in my network. I think that can rival him.
I mean, look at those tats.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. All right.
I don't know.
All right. So this is actually like one of the reasons it's actually funny that this ties in, because one of the people that I look up to in the industry, which might sound weird coming from me, the only time I get to see this guy is at Shot. Mm-hmm. And his name is Johnny Law.
Yes, I got to meet him last year. This year,
Yeah.
I got to meet him. Oh my gosh, that dude was amazing.
Yeah, and so what I was
Holy
gonna
cow.
say. So the guy's like 65 or like 60 some odd years old or something like that. Sorry, Johnny, if I got your age wrong and you're like 42. But I'm pretty sure you're older than that. And the guy is a champion bodybuilder. Like he's an absolute, like he's a hoss, man. He like the dude is just shredded beyond belief. But he's also a behind enemy lines type of dude who chooses, like he had the opportunity. They were planning on moving to not California. They were moving from California to Nashville or Knoxville or something like that. And they decided to stay in California. And that's, in my opinion, that's the type of people that we need. The people that kind of stay behind and fight the good fight in the states that want to take the rights away. So, good on him. But yeah, it's depressing for me, not because of the show. Like, I'll be honest with you. If I'm brutally honest, the Shot show is secondary for me. It is absolutely secondary to
Absolutely
the
drinking.
night.
Oh,
Well, yes, but
I mean,
socially drinking.
networking.
Yes. Well, wait, is there a difference?
I mean,
Am I wrong? Chat. We're gonna leave this up to chat, and we're gonna move on. Chat, am I wrong? So
did I tell you? Did I tell you the
Do it.
story about the? Okay, so
that has happened. Cat milk.
what did he say?
I got spooned by Tufu last year.
Oh, that yes, that is true. Yeah. There was,
the very first words I ever uttered to Tufu in a sleep deprived state. I was up for 32 hours. I'd gotten an hour of nap, and then I felt a little poke right around the booty hole.
What?
No, I'm dead serious. Like, this was straight up Coda Boy carrot in the butthole situation, like I accused you of back in the day. This actually happened. Tufu hopped into bed with me as I was sleeping, and I felt a little, love tap. Right, and the very first words I ever mentioned to him was, "This is how you fucking die." That was the very first words I ever spoke to his face.
I'm now getting text messages of very, very lewd and inappropriate things.
Things you cannot say. Hey, you want to check it out?
No, I got this hashtag granny guns text.
Ooh, okay. Link, please. No. Oh. Okay, there's a lot of reflection going on there.
It is. Let's see if I can...
I see more of myself than I see her. Okay, I mean, she looks like Skeletor.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm seeing it now. Okay, yeah. Yeah, respect to the ink game. Respect to the ink game there.
I would. Oh,
have
my
we seriously
goodness.
been going for about an hour already?
Yeah, just about.
Come
that.
on, man.
53
Time
minutes,
flies.
man.
Time flies when you're with your friends, man. Dude, I have fucking missed you. I've absolutely missed you, man. It's like the bromance has like, it has been left untendered.
It is, and we haven't had the opportunity to talk very much lately. And one of the biggest things too is, well, it's November now, but
out of respect, yeah. Sorry.
Last month we missed a opportunity to get back together as well with the Iraq veteran 88 range day. So there was that. But with SHOT Show being canceled, I missed my opportunity to hang out at the Circle Bar and get hit on by prostitutes.
Oh, dude, yes, same with me. The hookers love the beard, man. The beard plays.
So I don't know if you remember.
Sorry, Megan.
One of the first the first nights that we were at the Circle Bar, I showed up in the maroon shirt with the jacket, right?
Oh yeah. I'm by the way, 2022. I'm emulating that look. You were fire, homie.
So I just came from the Gundies.
Yes.
Right.
By the way, it has been pushed back to now the 3rd because they opened it up today.
Oh, did they?
No. Yep, they opened it up today, and I tried to sign up as an influencer, and there was an error. And I made them aware of that, and now it's pushed back to the 3rd. So,
okay, interesting.
Hey,
there we go.
I saved the Gundies.
There we go. But how are they going to do that? If
I think it's going to be more of like an honorary thing.
Yeah. So, but it was at the Circle Bar. It was in the shirt, in the suit, jacket, and everything. And I said goodnight to you.
Oh yeah, man, you look good.
I was looking good. And as I was walking away, this fairly attractive lady came up to me and she's like, "Hey, you San Francisco fan? San Francisco 49er?" And I'm like, "No." I was like, why would you say that? She's like, "Oh, because your shirt." And I was like, "Oh no, I'm a Chiefs fan." And she's like, "Oh my goodness. Oh, and I was like, we went kind of back and forth about the Chiefs and the 49ers and all that jazz. And I was like, the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. And she's like, and then she came out with quite possibly the,
don't make too broad of a claim here because I'm going to follow this up.
No, she looked at me and she goes, "Do you want to have rivalry sex?"
Oh, I remember that.
You remember that?
I fucking remember. I heard that.
Yeah. And I was like, what? I was like, I've got to go.
Yeah, you dude, and credit where credit is due. The man left. And, I mean, not an unattractive lady either. You know,
No, she was looking pretty good.
Like,
She was pretty good.
But you, dude, I mean, what do you say? Like, you're just this woman is gonna break out the handcuffs, the metal chains, and all of the crazy shit.
Yeah, probably the Hep C too.
Probably that too. Although at least, you know, with Vegas, you can at least, well, in some cases, hold them to a higher standard. Mark, would you like to hear my hooker story from Vegas? You know it.
I know it.
You've heard this, but for the sake of your fans,
in the chat room.
Yeah, for the sake of your fans. Hold on, let me set this up. Let me get the radio voice on here. me. All right, little Michael Jackson there for you. And low. Sorry. What was 2 years ago? 2018, 2019 SHOT Show? Yeah. And low. 2019. Go ahead.
Lance, jumping in there real quick. Vegas is full of quick shots, IVs, stomach pumps. They're equipped for it all.
By the way, hi Cap, my wife already knows this story, so I'm not getting into trouble. It's the first thing I told her when I get back, and that's the reason I married her, is because she knows that no amount of hookers can tear me away from that beautiful, beautiful woman that gave me my little baby girl. There's nothing in this world that can tear me away from that.
You're a remarkable woman.
Yes, she is, for putting up with me. But so 2019 SHOT Show was my second year going, which would mean this past year was my third year. So I've officially hit the hat trick before we had to skip a year, which was great. Right when I got into the groove. I was staying at the venerable, nay, infamous Ellis Island Casino Hotel. Right, a cool 1.8 miles off the strip.
You were lucky to get that, because I was in a Airbnb like a mile and a half away.
Dude, do you know how much I paid for that hotel room every night? $42 a night.
Really?
42. Dude, if you're going to SHOT Show for the first time and you don't want to stay on the strip at like normal Vegas prices, like right now Vegas prices are fucking insane. I think you can get a room at the Flamingo for like $48 a night. I'm dead serious. Like Megan told me, I was like, "There's no way," and she was like, "No, look it up," and I did. Dude,
Mike says dirty.
Yeah, the Venetian. You know what the Venetian's going for? Like a bog standard room. The Venetian's going for like $116 a night.
Good night.
It was like $480 a night.
Yeah.
For like peak season. Anywho, back to what I was saying. So I had this was the night. Do you remember our buddy Nick from Primary Arms?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, how can you forget, right? This was that night.
The one where he couldn't talk?
Yes, the Cottonmouth night.
The Cottonmouth night. For those of you in the chat room that don't know, this guy is such a great guy. He's used to work for Primary Arms. But
the best.
He was so drunk that he could not speak. His mouth was so cotton-mouthed. He was like...
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I can get the ASMR going. It was just like... Anywho, so we spent about 4 hours babysitting this guy before we all gave up pretty much at once. And we decided to go home. Well, I think you bounced out relatively early, because when me and Brandon and the remaining, I think it was me and Brandon that were the last people there.
Brandon was trolling him hard too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. It was about 6 a.m. when we left. And so I'm walking back from the Venetian or the Sands, and you walk towards like Harrah's,
mm-hmm.
right, to get to good old Ellis Island, right? Resort and casino, and it's where all the old people. It's the definition of a boomer hotel. It is absolutely the definition of a. I went here in 1963 when it first opened, and I've been a customer ever since. Anywho. I'm walking down by Harrah's, and I stopped to hit the old choocher, which is what I call that thing right there.
Keep talking. I gotta get my power cord.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there. Ironically enough, I run into another guy named Tyler, and we were sitting like, oh, hey, you're Tyler. I'm a Tyler. Yeah, we're talking, oh, you're a military guy. I'm a military guy. Yeah, let's have a chat. And so we're sitting there, we're talking for about 10, 15 minutes, and this lady comes out of the fucking woodwork. I mean, much like Mark's story, not an unattractive lady, but, she's a solid 5 out of 10. And she comes right up to me, doesn't say a word, and she grabs my beard like she is holding on, falling off a bridge. It was something else. Like, we were making the joke. We just went to a haunted house yesterday that used to be, prior to COVID, a full contact haunted house. And they would literally like take my beard and like lead me around. That's what this lady was doing. Like, she had a full fist of hair. No innuendo implied, Mark, as you just come back into the stream. and so I was like, I'm a Midwestern boy. Like, I'm a polite guy, most of the time, until you push the buttons a little too hard. And I'm sitting there, she's talking to me. She's still holding on, like, we're face to face, and she's holding on to my beard, and we're having a conversation. And I'm like, oh, excellent. Oh, amazing. Oh, you guys have a hockey team this year? Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, right? Oh, hell yeah, bud. Okay. And then finally, I just got sick of it, and I pulled my head away. Like, I yanked my beard out, and she was holding on to a tuft, right? She was holding on to a fucking tuft of hair. And she looked at me. She goes, her eyes went like this, dude. Her eyes went like this.
Yeah.
And she just goes, oh, no, you didn't. And she took off. You hear the high heels skipping across the stone there.
Yeah.
And me and this other dude are looking at each other like, what the hell was that? Because he's looking at he's sitting here. This guy ends up being from Wisconsin, right? And I was like, all right, you and me, we're like the same people, right? White dudes from the upper Midwest. And so we're having a laugh about this. It's like, what the hell was that? Because she for like a solid like 3 minutes of conversation had her hand just yanking on the old beardo there. And so I'm sitting there, we're chuckling it off. And all of a sudden,
Is that what you guys call it up north? You're chuckling it off?
No, that's pulling it off.
Oh,
Yeah, different innuendo there.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's all right. It's no, exactly. Well done. But it like after about 5 minutes of thinking that we were safe, right? It's like the scene in Jurassic Park, dude. the ripples in the scotch and except it was like motherfucker, I'm not even lying. If I didn't see 10 ladies of the evening round that fucking corner ululating like we were back in the stand, and they chased my white ass about a mile and a half down the strip at 6 a.m. from Harrah's, pretty much, well, maybe not a mile and a half, but they chased me from Harrah's well past the Cromwell and the Flamingo, hanging a left down at the Cromwell and the Flamingo to Ellis, and they chased me about halfway down that side street. So it was maybe a mile, and I was like running full sprint, friggin' sprint, and I'm thinking to myself, the only thing I can think to myself is I'm not about to die by a gaggle of hookers. That's not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking what I wouldn't give to have an out-of-body experience at this point in time and just be placed into a vehicle that's passing in the opposite direction. Just be like, sir, did you see that? Did you see
Right.
that man being chased by 10 to 12 scantily clad women holding their heels in their hand, running barefoot down the middle of the Las Vegas Strip? And that is why I do not mess with hookers in Vegas.
No, I don't mess with them all because I know that any
crazy,
given
man.
point. Yeah, at any given
crazy.
point.
You got revenge, or you got rivalry sex. I got chased. Well, you didn't get it. You were offered.
No, I was offered, which is I guess kind of a new thing for me. I've never been approached.
I have never
by-
heard of rivalry sex before.
Well,
Apparently it's a thing.
It's a thing, I guess. In the chat, has anyone ever heard of rivalry sex?
Yeah, send that.
I
There's
would
got to
love
be
to know.
somebody out there.
I'm sure
gotta
there's
be
someone.
somebody out there.
I'm sure
Yeah.
there's someone out there.
Yeah, there's somebody in college right now that's like, oh hell yeah, yeah. I mean, I can only give like upper Midwestern, like, oh hell yeah, yeah. I met a girl from Minnesota and I was going to UW Madison or something. Yeah.
So one of my longtime supporters, Robin P, jumping in with the $4.99 super chat. I
Hell
saw you
yes.
jumped in there, and she says just jumping in for a minute or two, but I'm dead tired. Good to see you
Aw.
back doing the live streams. Yeah, we're back.
Hey, Mark, I gotta say it is. I'll echo Robin there and say it is good to see you back, man.
Yeah.
I have fucking missed you.
So the next question for the chat room is not that Tyler is a great guest, because he is one of my favorite guests, absolutely.
I
that I've
sense a
ever had.
butt
So,
coming up.
not necessarily a butt.
But
However,
okay.
You see
Well
that?
played. Well
Com-
played.
semicolon, however, comma.
Chat. Mark 2024. Well played, diplomat.
Yeah, there's too many skeleton clothes in my closet. So,
I know.
So, with that being said, any suggestions in the chat room? Who would you like to see in future chats? We'll try to get emails, calls, and all
Gun
that.
thoughts.
Gun thoughts. That would be good. And I have, I think I have an in on that one.
If you get an in on that one, spread the love.
So obviously, I know Reno, and I did tell him today that I wouldn't mind him. Let's see,
Dude, he's a great guest, man.
he's a good dude.
He's such a good dude.
Let's see,
You're getting a lot of tofus in here, by the way.
So we can do that. Jim Fuller. We can do Jim Fuller. Yep. So he posted this picture on his Instagram, right? Which is a Kit Kat that he has bitten straight through. He didn't pull them apart. He just bit right into both of them.
Okay. Hold on. Who's this?
Reno May.
Reno. See, Reno's my people. That is what you do. In the upper Midwest, that is what you do. You don't break apart no fucking Kit Kat. That's extra work.
I said to him, you're a serial killer, aren't you?
No.
And he says, I've been exposed. And I says, you can expose yourself to me anytime. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
What happens in Vegas stays on Instagram. Just remember that.
He liked it. So, but I'll reach out to him and see if there's a way to maybe...
Reno, I will say this. He's been on our show before. He is... If I had to rank guests in terms... So I rank guests kind of differently than what a lot of people would, because I'm selfish. So I rank guests on the quality they bring to the stream. You will not find a better guest in terms of the overall quality they bring to the live stream. Like I've got the microphone, but I don't have the camera. I've got this like chummy little webcam here, and I can do like nope, that type of stuff. But he's running on a capture card and a nice camera and everything like that, and his microphone's great. Like the overall production quality that he brings to a stream is 10 out of friggin' 10.
It is. It really is. And his delivery is good too.
And that's not even like taking into account who he is. Like just for the simple fact of the quality, he's worth having on. But you couple that on top of what he does and the interview that he's capable of giving, he's fantastic.
Okay, so 14 hours says he says that's how a man eats a damn candy bar. No, that's how a serial killer eats a candy bar.
No, dude, no. That's how a wussy eats a candy bar, man. It is extra work. You don't break it. Okay. Step 1, unwrap the candy bar. Step 2, break 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 extra fucking steps. No, it's step 1, candy bar. Step 2, mouth. Step 3, stomach. Step 4, the other thing.
So an 18-year-old Scotch, you just shoot it?
No, you sip it, but you don't.
Oh, you sip it.
Oh, yeah,
but there's so much extra steps, man.
We're not talking about Swiss chocolate here, Mark. We're talking about a fucking Kit Kat.
It's a Kit Kat. That's, I mean, where I came from.
No.
That was high-end chocolate.
When you're drinking Dewar's, you can shoot it. When you're drinking an 18-year-old Scotch, no, you don't shoot it. There's a freaking difference.
Hey, cheers to tonight's sponsor. It is Horse Soldier Whiskey, right?
Ooh,
so if you guys are bourbon whiskey, if you guys are not...
For the opposite end of the spectrum, self-serving Tundra Tactical is the sponsor of the right-hand side of your screen right now. Courtesy of one Mr. Boogmaster Ranger, a fan of ours, actually made us these glasses.
That's awesome. So here's some of the recommendations. Obviously, we talked about Jim Fuller jumping in there. Reno May would be obviously good. Reno's Cook.
No, I'm sorry. You got to stop. You got to read Luke B.
Which one?
He says, at Tundra Tactical, tell me Reno doesn't look like Frankie Muniz. He does, though. Malcolm in the Middle, he does, though. He freaking does. Oh, I just dated myself, Malcolm in the Middle. Wow. That's how I know Frankie Muniz. He does, though. Sorry, continue on.
No, Delance, not Dogface. This is the Horse Soldiers. This is the 12 strong guys, right? So if you guys are familiar with the Horse Soldiers, the ODA attachment that went to Afghanistan and
they were the OG, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The OG,
they were the first ones on ground.
Yeah, ODA.
Yeah. So check yourself, Delance.
Yeah.
But I still love you.
Get wrecked, nerd, and know your role. By the way, Delance, you can expect some fire coming from us here pretty soon. Just a heads up. The Demo Ranch, Kentucky Ballistics, Brandon Herrera feud is over. A new feud is about to begin. This is a Fit and Fire exclusive.
I think I'm working on a feud as well.
Ooh,
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I reached out to some people to ask about this, and maybe, I don't know. But let's see. Another suggestion I had. Do we not like in-range TV here?
Oh, I very much enjoy in-range. I should say I very much enjoy Carl and Ian. I'm not the biggest fan of the content on their channel.
So I will say that I am a big fan of Ian.
Not a fan of Carl. Okay, fair enough.
Not so much.
We don't all have to like each other.
See, and that's kind of the problem. That's one of the issues that I have, is because Carl said some not so nice things about Garand Thumb. And
well, in all honesty, I also said some not so nice things about Garand Thumb at one point.
I mean,
he kind of snubbed one of our good buddies, so I got a little heated.
It's Garand Thumb.
Yeah, but that doesn't give you a pass to be a jerk.
So here's what I will say about In Range, Ian and Carl. I highly respect their knowledge. I highly respect their ability to recall information, because they're on a different level than I am. There's no way for me to.
That is true. It is true. It's honest to God true.
Yeah. But I mean, I met this year at Range Day.
Oh, what's up, Bryce?
At Range Day SHOT Show, I met Ian and Carl, and I went up and shook their hands, and they looked at me like I had a blue dong on my forehead.
Yeah. I mean, I've learned, at least this is my experience with YouTubers at events that are significant, because we're like, there might be a disconnect here between people like yourself and myself and the standard, like dude out there. Like, yes, we get to go to SHOT Show, but when we go to SHOT Show, we are like bright-eyed, like starry-eyed, in awe of the people that we're standing around just as much as anyone else would be a lot of the times. I remember very vividly a very similar story. I ran into Ian at SHOT probably 7 or 8 times last year. Not this past year, but the year prior to that, excuse me. And every single time, I just wanted to say hi and shake the dude's hand, just be like, hey man, like you were one of the dudes that got me into gun tubing. Like this is awesome to just see here. But he was constantly being swarmed, swarmed. Like everywhere he went, he was mobbed, like not just swarmed, but mobbed to the point where he was on the phone with either, I don't know if it was like a lady or, his lady, or if it was like his mom or something like that, but it was obviously some lady. And people were coming up to him while he was on the phone and asking for autographs and things like that. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, that has got to be the most uncomfortable thing on the face of the planet. So like when you when you get to those places as a guy like Ian, I can't imagine that, 4, 5, 6 years from now, if/when, you or I ever hit that mark, to the point where we're in the 6-figure range, or
you're fast approaching that.
We're getting there.
Than I am.
We're getting there. We've kind of stagnated, but we're working on that. But you got to get jaded at some point. And I remember very vividly the first year I went to the Iraq veteran shoot, interviewing Eric and Chad and having them call SHOT Show a necessary evil. When I was like, what? This is the greatest thing on the face of the planet to me. Because this is where my dream comes true. This is where I get to meet Ian McCollum and Eric and Chad, or Hickok 45, who ended up buying. Did I ever tell you Hickok 45 bought me a drink?
Really?
Yeah. He actually. So you remember the What Your series, the original What Your series, the What Your rifle and pistol caliber said about you.
Yep.
He actually commented on one of those videos, and so. Yeah, I know. I blew me away. Like I was running around, like waving my shirt around my head like a helicopter when I saw that. And so 2 years ago at SHOT, I saw him over at Center Bar in the Mirage across the street from the Bellagio, and he was with his son. Hard to miss in a crowd. They tower. And so I went up to him. I was like, hey man, I don't know if you know who I am. I highly doubt it, but I just wanted to say you commented on one of my videos, and I want to buy you a drink. Thanks, man. Like that was huge. Because I've been watching you for years. And he's like, oh, what was the video? And I said, I didn't even say Tundra Tactical. I said, what your pistol caliber said about you. And he's like, Tundra Tactical. I was like, no fucking way. And he bought me a drink. Because he said, I don't comment on videos. That one was funny. And I wanted, if I had a microphone in my hand, I would have gone, boop, and dropped it and walked out. That's my story. That's my story. But yeah, can't remember what we were originally talking about. I got too drunk.
Just the different guests for upcoming...
shit, yeah. I got way too off topic.
Oh, that's good. It's good. So we had a couple others in here. Let's see. We talked about Reno May. We talked about
Pappas would be another really good one to get on the show, dude.
Yeah, I would need some help.
We got you. Just
Anthony.
Talk to Anthony. Talk to Tufu. They'll make it happen. Or
Ashley.
Ash. Yep. That's who did. Honest to God, that's who did it. Well, not to, like throw. Like every other live streamer is going to be emailing Ashley, Tufu, and Anthony right now because I said that. But yeah.
I did get asked, from Richard, he says, do you peel your string cheese or just bite it? I peel my string cheese because I buy the bougie stuff. Okay. So, well, okay. I take that back. I have a daughter that wants me to buy the bougie stuff.
Luke, he already had Dugan on, dude.
Yeah, they want him back, but they
want him back.
I don't think.
I don't blame you.
No. I absolutely loved Dugan, but the problem is here lately, I think he has pulled away completely. He's pulled away completely. He was doing some live stuff.
He built up a bit of a reputation for himself.
Yeah, here in the last, I would say, few months, he was doing some kind of quote unquote underground stuff. Mm-hmm. You had to know where to find him on YouTube, and then he just.
I'll say it. He went off the deep end.
Yeah, he did. I mean,
he went full Uncle Eddie on that. He went he went Randy Quaid on it. he went Scott Stapp and Randy Quaid. He went for it.
Let's see.
Hope it works out.
Art's asking for John Patton, so I'll reach out to him and see if he can weasel me some time in.
Honest to God, Patton's one of the best in the industry. He'd be a great guest.
He would, because he's very, very poignant. Luke B, what did Carl say about Granddaddy?
Ooh.
Basically, Carl was just saying that he's not a part of the gun community, and this is extreme paraphrasing, but basically he's saying that that's not the gun community.
Yeah,
and it's okay, sure, but is Lamborghinis a part of the car industry?
Yeah.
How many people own Lamborghinis, but we all want one, right?
Exactly.
So it's the kind of same thing. It's the way I see it.
That's kind of the thing that I was talking about earlier. Like, we can't all like each other. Like, there's going to be feuds, there's going to be beefs and everything like that. Richard Olson brings up a great one, and I can help you out with this. I don't know if you've ever seen any of the interviews I've done with a one Todd Fossey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you would like Todd on your stream, I can absolutely make that happen.
I need to reach out to him, and because we talked about having him on.
Mm-hmm.
And
Todd's amazing. If you want to literally hear somebody like scream and shout at the top of their lungs for like the passion, like their passion in regards to self-defense and training, specifically like so Todd's philosophy is be a fighter with a gun, not a gunfighter. So they, what Todd and Greg Nelson, and he's associated with PDN, Personal Defense Network. What they're all talking about is a whole lot of more like MMA training than gun training. The grapple, the weapon retention, how to break contact and pull your gun, things like that. So it's right up your alley.
Yeah, which is really great, because I do have some video of me and my trainer, who we decided to do a quick video of me trying to draw my firearm while I'm being taken down.
It's freaking tricky, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And we did it 3 different times, and I finally was able to get it the 3rd time. And the only reason why I was able to get it was because I was creating space. Oh. He was trying to shoot in, and I was, holding him back, and then basically pushed him away to draw. So
yeah, Todd runs a company called I always mispronounce it. It's either Integrated or Integrative or in something Defensive Solutions, and that is their whole bit. We'll call it
IDS.
IDS, yes. So IDS's whole bit is literally fighting with a gun, not gunfighting, not just the general practices of marksmanship, but actually fighting with a gun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Dr. Catmilk says that Carl likes Mod Light.
Ooh, I don't like Mod Light very much right now.
Mod Light has disappeared.
Dead? Yeah, they committed literal corporate suicide.
No kidding. Here, hold on one second.
Wait, wait, hold on, seriously?
Let me make sure I spell it correctly. No, I didn't spell it correctly.
Dude, okay, no, I did the same thing. I thought they disappeared the day after they made the post.
Yeah, they're gone.
No way. I gotta look this up. No.
Yeah,
on freaking way.
On Instagram, if you look up Mod Light, their page will not come up.
Wow. Well, that's what happens when you literally shit all over every person that is responsible for essentially selling your product.
Yep.
So
I'm trying to make sure that.
Best of luck to you, Mod Light. Get fucked, nerd. That's, by the way, that's my own opinion, not Mark's.
Oh, you know what? Nope. They must have came back on.
That's fine. I stand by my statement.
So they came back on here.
I stand by my statement.
Yeah.
I'll never touch a Mod Light product as long as I live.
Nope. They couldn't pay me.
Nope, they couldn't. They absolutely couldn't pay me.
I mean, not that anyone does anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair point, actually. Fair point.
Yeah. Hey, Cyclops, good to see you, man. This dude, Cyclops Videos, Joe, that dude, when he and I first started, he was just a few thousand subscribers. And now I think he's like your level. He's like 60, 70,000. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, just like that.
Gun dude?
Yeah. And all of his stuff is just scopes. That's all it is.
Cyclops, get in touch with me, bud.
Yeah.
Tyler at tundratactical.com. Let's get you on the show.
He's he's good old Texan.
Right on, my man. Right on.
Oh, tactical consideration says no, they blocked us all.
Yeah.
What-
Solid move by Modlight, right? Instead of working it out, just take the old Eric Ward approach and just block everybody.
Yeah. They didn't block me, but who the hell am I?
Yeah, well, I'm kind of on this. I'm probably flying way under their radar too. But
so
those guys.
let me ask you this real quick, because you are the gun channel that I would say gives no foxes
Yes.
about anything.
Yes, correct.
Luke, I've never seen a mod light either. Do you think Botkin helps or hinders the community?
Why am I drawing a blank on this right now?
T-Rex arms.
Oh, T-Rex. Oh, God bless it. Lucas, yeah. Yes.
Hey, look at me. I'm an AK guy now.
Yeah, no, you have been for a while. Don't try to be a recent convert here.
No, I wasn't talking about me. I was talking about Botkin.
oh shit. So I don't really watch or follow a lot of Lucas. I don't agree with a lot of the things that he says personally.
Yeah.
He seems kind of like a pretentious jerk to me. However, with that being said, on the professional side, if I were to eliminate personal opinion from him, yes, I do think that he helps the industry, or at least expose people to the cool factor of the industry. He's kind of like a Garand thumb in the sense where the production quality is to the point where it's easily consumable and it's cool. And it's freaking cool. Like, you can't, regardless of what you think about Lucas and the T-Rex Arms brand, things that he's said in the past, i.e. certain slurs and things he's very well known for saying.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Oh yeah. He does not like people of the same sex marriage thing. Apparently,
Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I'll say that allegedly. Bear in mind it's Tundra Tactical telling you this, so just don't take our word as gospel, please. If I were to remove the personal opinion, yes, I do think that he has an absolute value. He himself as a personality on camera, while not, in my opinion, the most entertaining person in the world, is extremely efficient at communicating information. The guy knows his stuff. He's surrounded by people who know their stuff, right? So he's capable of communicating good information to people. But at the same time, he's a brand representative. He's a guy that has, skin in the game.
Mm-hmm.
He's a YouTuber, right? That has a full-on product brand, a full-on company behind him. So, it's one of those things where you're just like, all right, cool, man. You do you. That's kind of always been my stance on Lucas and T-Rex Arms, is like, you guys do you. We're gonna do us. If we feel the need to shit on you, we're gonna shit on you. I don't think we've shit on him yet. I don't think we've roasted him yet. Might be overdue. I don't know. Might be overdue.
I think it's overdue.
Might be overdue. But
what I'll say about him is, when it comes to his business, he's hitting on all cylinders. He's figured out how to plug in.
I love this guy.
Which guy?
I'm sorry. I got to say, I love Luke, dude. I love Luke. This guy, he's one of my people. He says, I'm assuming he's referencing me. He says, I'll say it. He gets on my nerves, but you do you. Oh, I thought he said you do too. He says you do you.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll go both ways, right?
Yes.
So it's 2020. So but realistically, he's hitting on all cylinders when it comes from the business aspect of creating holsters and
the guy can
accessories and stuff like that. But my personal opinion, I think he can shoot fast. I think that he has knowledge that could be viable to some people, but every time that he does a video on shooting fast and how do you increase your speed on the trigger, different stuff like that, I just reply to his Instagram posts laughs in Kyle Rittenhouse.
So, I mean, valid point. But in the this is going to be way deeper than I mean it to, because this goes into like the different tiers of gun ownership, like the different stages of gun ownership, where, you know, you get into the gun world and you go for the Taurus, you go for the XD, right? You go for the M or the DPMS. You know, he's appealing to the DPMS, the Taurus, the XD folks, because they just bought a gun and they're trying to be cool, right? You know, I want to go fast. Yeah, like that type of stuff. And that's a necessity. That's a necessity for our community, because that's what draws people in. Okay?
Mhm.
Is it the right thing to do? Arguably, probably not. But there's a lot of argument on the other side of the fence saying that there is, because of the value that he brings to the new shooter, you know, drawing that new community in. Yes, they're making the wrong decision. Yes, they're buying garbage tier guns. But they're buying guns. They're supporting the industry. They're shooting, hopefully. God, I hope they're shooting. And then maybe they're learning a thing or two and saying, you know, kind of like the path that I took. You know, I've admitted this before. Mark, do you remember what my first handgun was?
Oh man, we've had this discussion.
Springfield
you know what?
XD in 45 ACP.
You know what my first handgun was?
Oh, admit it. You know it.
Springfield XD and 45 ACP.
I knew I liked you. And but what happened? Like, what happened?
Grip zone for life.
Oh, dude, no, I was pre-grip zone. I was pre-grip zone
too. I was mine.
I was HS 2000 US model.
Oh, okay. So mine was the first iteration of the Springfield like XD. So this would have been like 2005.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
It was essentially an HS 2000, but US model. So yes, I do believe that like if you were to rewind the clock back to 2005 and YouTube was a big, you know, as big of a thing as it is now, and a Lucas, you know, popped across my YouTube channel, and I will say this, when he's in the chat, when Bryce, Alex, and I sat down to start creating the look of the Tundra brand, we referenced that channel.
Mm-hmm.
From the cinematography perspective, not necessarily the content perspective.
Speeding up your camera and everything.
Yeah, because it's so yes, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but tell me I'm wrong when it's not. Yeah, okay. It's like vets watching war movies. Yes, I know it's difficult to watch, right? Yeah. I know it's difficult to watch, but can you from an objective standpoint argue that it's not consumable?
No, yeah, you're absolutely right. No, it's
very absolutely consumable. You don't have to agree with the guy. You don't have to like what he's doing, but you have to understand that he is, in fact, providing a relatively valuable service, at least to the entry-level gun owners, because they see that and they think it's cool as shit. And that makes them, hopefully the desired effect, like it was on me, want to shoot more. Or they want to base a cinematography style off of what it is. Now, do you have to like the guy? Do you have to, you know, respect him? No, you don't. I don't. I'm gonna say that right now. Don't much care for the guy, like I said earlier, but I can't like crap on what my microphone is too heavy. It keeps dipping. God bless it. I can't.
It sounds like you need a pill.
Yeah, it's yeah. There's a whole nother problem involved in that. I can't really crap on the guy for like finding his audience. I guess
you're absolutely right.
That's maybe the ultimate point that I'm saying is he has niched down his audience, and he knows, and he's been unbelievably successful at it.
Yeah, what he's done is he's done exactly what Mike from Grand Thumb has done in pulling the crowd from areas like. I'll freely admit, most of the firearms that Grand Thumb reviews, most of them, I would say probably 80% of them, I will never touch.
Yeah,
I don't have the money to do that.
Yeah, you and me both. Yeah,
right. You know,
maybe in a couple of years, but who knows?
A UMP 45.
Yeah,
a freaking MP7. Are you serious?
Yeah, right.
No.
An OG, full auto Thompson. Yeah, sorry.
What was the his April Fool's video? Did you see it this year?
Yes, I did. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Think Halo.
Oh dear God, yeah.
He did the freaking the whatever rifle from Halo.
Not the battle rifle, the assault rifle from Halo, right?
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, just those types of things, you know.
It's the
Obviously,
meme stuff. It's the meme stuff. It's
Yeah.
us. It's what I do, but with shooting.
Exactly right. So,
Ooh.
whoa,
Ooh.
Mr. Daily Shooter.
A notable name, sir.
Hello, sir. Welcome to the chat from behind enemy lines, sir. Well, I guess he's not behind any lines anymore. So
And ND lines, even.
yeah. So I mean, he's done what I've always wondered what people should do. I guess I don't know, but Daily Shooter, thank you so much. You are still one of my favorite YouTube channels. Still,
agreed.
Head over to you. He just put out a video today, I believe, talking about the election, talking about guns to buy before the election, before the before inauguration and stuff like that. So great video on that one. $14.99. Thank you so much, sir. Breaking my election stress.
A champion amongst men, you could say.
Yeah, very much so. So Art makes a good point here. When's my video coming out on the AK-103? Very soon. Unfortunately, one of the bad things is there's not going to be any 103s anytime soon because of Grand Thumb's video. So Delance, I need to take you out on a date.
He's dropping the memes.
I know. Friggin' Delance puts in the 420. Wait for the 69.
There's gonna be one coming. See what I did there? Yeah, it's a bad joke.
Cyclops Daily Shooter rocks. He has been one of my favorite YouTubers for a very, very, very long time.
So I have a ranking system that I use for music. Okay, and I have a three tier system.
169.
Well done, Delance. You have now I'm too drunk to remember it. So you have the Wailers, the Slayers, and the Cripplers. Okay. So, like, anything for me from Ghost is a straight up crippler, right? That's top tier, like straight up shredifying, crippling, just epically awesome. Now, you don't have to believe me. I don't care. Get F nerd. But if I were to rank the Daily Shooter on that scale, he would be on crippler scale.
Oh, absolutely. Matter of fact, 3 or 4 different things that I have bought personally for myself has come from recommendations in his reviews. So most of the time, if I'm needing something,
I'm dead.
if there's YouTubers that I need really good information, Daily Shooter's one of them. The Honest Outlaw is number 2.
Yeah, he's a good one.
And depending on what it is, I'll go from there. Usually it's the Yankee Marshall from there, but
I was gonna say Yankee,
not really.
Yankee Marshall and or that other guy, Coda Boy. What's his name?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Freaking
JK John, we love you. Please don't eat us.
But seriously, there's been a number of different products that I've bought based on it. And he's helped with a number of different things.
The kids would say he's dope AF.
After Friday?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Sounds good.
We'll leave it there.
Okay, so quick fire question for you.
Send it.
For anyone for any advice that you need, firearms related, who do you turn to?
You. I'm joking.
I was going to say no. That's not true.
Firearms related. Are we talking like anybody, or are we talking like gun tubers specifically?
I would say probably influencer.
Influencer?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that is a difficult question because I have kind of fallen into the trap of moving away from watching a whole lot of gun tuber content. To be perfectly honest with you.
So no, it doesn't necessarily have to be gun tuber. Just
okay.
influencer. So
Yeah,
so the
well,
broad spectrum. You know,
I don't participate in social media like everybody else does.
That's true.
As my Instagram profile knows. So the one person that I could speak to in relation to this wouldn't necessarily have to do around firearms. I could cite one person in terms of firearms accessories, specifically optics, and that actually would be John Coda Boy,
Mhm.
and a lot of the stuff that he does with his long range shooting,
Yeah.
which is it's phenomenal. It's in depth. It's detailed. John has a great way of being entertaining,
Mhm.
and at the same time incredibly informative. I have the luxury, and I'm sure you have this too, at least with acquaintances and friends inside of the industry, or just people that you've met kind of moving on down the line. As you know, Bryce knows these guys, but there are two people in particular that I turn to, and their names are Zach and Mike. And they own a company, or they run a company called ROE Defense here in Minnesota. And those are, so if you've ever seen a shooting video from us, it's rare, I know, it's rare. It is rare, but they are out there. If you look in the annals of
The what?
annals of the Tundra Tactical archive, okay? If you look in those things, all up in those dark brown spaces, you will find a couple of shooting videos. You will find a couple of shooting videos, and those videos are generally filmed with the assistance of, or on the property of, either our buddies Mike and Zach, and those are my guys. So Mike, his background is, I would put Mike up. I honest to God would put Mike up against Chris Kyle and expect Mike to win. That's how good of a shooter he is. He is the definition of a savant when it comes to long-range shooting. He is the literal definition of a savant when it comes to long-range shooting. Zach is a Marine, and the guy lives, eats, and breathes lead. Like, that is it. That's all he does. He started an entire training business. It started off as you know, concealed carry, and then it turned into a brick and mortar FFL. So, you know, he has credibility. He's been successful. But more importantly, on top of that, the guy literally, like I said, lives, eats, and breathes lead. If he went to the hospital and took like a lead test, it would break every possible scale, because the guy shoots so much. He shoots so much, and not only that, he's of kind of a like mind, and this is going to be hard to digest for some people, but he's a like mind to me in the real world, where he has a strong opinion, but he never writes something off completely just based off of the, you know, kind of judging the book by the cover. I hate Beretta handguns, hands down. But one of the nicest handguns I ever shot was a Nighthawk version of the 92 FS, which he used to have, and it's one of my favorite handguns I've ever pulled the trigger on, because not only does it have that, you know, butter smooth Nighthawk action, but it has everything else about Nighthawk in a 92 that makes it worth it. So, you know, the guy spends premium money. He, you know, we used to make the joke that these guys have to sell drugs or something, or like they have to be like prior to the last two videos we released, we used to say they're like ATF agents running them south of the border to make the amount of money that they have to buy, because he's got, you know, two PVS 14s. He's got D-balls. He's got, you know, now that he's got the FFL, he's got an MP5 and, you know, M16s, you know, full autos, all out the wazoo, Glock 18s. And so, like, all of the machine guns that you're seeing us shoot are courtesy of ROE Defense. If you saw the What It's Like to Work at a Gun Shop video, that was filmed at ROE Defense, and the guy that you see with the darker beard with significantly less gray in it than mine was Zach. So those are my two guys. And
So
if they say something, I know it's good.
Yep. So I've got, obviously, like you mentioned, I've got a number of different contacts. You know,
Wilson Combat, thank you, not Nighthawk.
Yeah, Wilson
Thank you,
Combat.
Bryce.
Yep.
Thank you, Bryce.
So Mike in the chat is a great guy. Mike, from Tactical Considerations. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, go over and check him out because his channel is just on fire. I talked to him a couple weeks ago for 2 hours on the phone. I was supposed to talk to him this weekend and I got too busy. Sorry, Mike, but I'll get you back because he and I have some things to discuss. But so he's a good contact. The guys from Mead Fuel Rants is a good contact as well.
100%.
But the one individual that if I need no crap, give it to me straight information.
Brandon Herrera. What?
Nope. Brandon's great too.
Oh, he's good for the entertainment side of things.
But I will say that this individual is
kidding,
far more appealing to the eye, and that's going to be Ashley.
Yeah, I know. I knew exactly where you were going with it. 100%.
And it's interesting that you started talking about the Beretta 92 because it was just, man, not even 2 weeks ago, I was on the phone with her and we started talking about the Beretta 92, and I says, I've got one that I have not even shot yet.
Good.
And she was like, oh, well, this is what you got to do. And she's like, here, take it apart. And you got to look at this and you got to look at that. And you got to change this and you got to swap the spring out. And that's going to crisp up the trigger and all this other stuff and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, holy crap. She's just blowing my mind. Anytime that I've ever wanted to.
Dude, it's not just with 92s. It's with everything.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And here's one of the great things about, yeah, you're welcome, babe. So here's one of the great things about Ashley is I've always wanted an M11, right? As soon as I found out about it, and the first time I ever saw one was because of Ashley, I wanted to get an M11 and there's one in town. I can go buy one right now. And so I sent a text to her. I was like, do I buy it? And she goes, well, what purpose is it going to serve? And I was like, okay, I'm not going to buy it. So that's basically what it boiled down to is
you got a good advisor in your hands when the first words out of their mouth is, what do you want your gun to do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And she's like, if it's not going to serve a purpose, then there's no reason to get one, which is the same reason I've talked to several people about buying a Mosin. A freaking Mosin Nagant. And I'm like, and they're like,
right behind me.
Yeah. But I go back to what Ashley says to me every single time is like, what purpose does it serve? Nothing. I'm not going to hunt with it. I'm not going to use it in any tactical consideration. I'm not going to buy another caliber to suit it, you know? So
what's a tactical consideration?
Well, we'll have to ask Mike.
Oof. Hold on.
There you go. Before we go any further, back up to Heath Adams. I want to pick up my Warrior X Turbo in person so you can fondle my new Fulton Armory M14.
Sorry. I heard M14 and I had to do it.
Dude, you got to do it again. Because I have a profound love for the M14 and I will inherit an M14 from my father. More than likely will never shoot it. But I've always had a profound love for that rifle.
So whenever I see an M14 owner, you want to know what I say to them?
Oof.
Gone, sucks.
Sorry, Keith. You know I'm just playing. Kind of.
Oh, you know what? Ashley jumped in there and she says, being cool is a valid purpose, but that is then weighed against the price. And yeah, that M11 was like almost $800.
Yeah, that's a solid there, bud.
Delance, the only question is, can I afford it? Then buy. And the question is, and the answer to that is yes. Can I afford it? But Friday, I just paid off my credit card bill, and I don't have any savings left. So
I'm gonna give it to you again.
So
I've been there.
I've had to just over the last week. I've had to unload 2 weapons. I
Would you like to know an interesting fact about me?
Just one second.
Oh, please.
F in the chat. I had to sell 2 of my AKs.
Oh.
I love it. I love it.
Sorry.
Okay. Interesting fact about you. Go.
I have never once owned a credit card.
You know, that is, I just heard about that yesterday. And I was like, how does that even happen? How does that work?
It's an outstanding and terrible decision all at once.
So the only reason why I have a credit card is so that I have a basic.
You have an ammo budget?
No. I have a way to pay for things that if it gets tampered with,
Yeah.
I can cut it up.
That's solid.
Not a big reason. So that's the only reason. So
lots of F's. Read Cat Milk. He says, but were they cast iron or were they cast trunnions?
no, one was I got rid of the RH10.
Ooh, I was gonna say, man, if you sold off death machines, then you're coming out on top.
So I got rid of RH10, but what I did do is I swapped out the furniture, so I still have the Romanian. I still have the dong. So
yeah.
Yeah.
You would too. I mean,
yeah, you know, I got to
Let's be
compensate
honest.
for something. So and then the other one is just yesterday I had to and I'm out. I have to cheers. Well, there's a sip left.
yeah, I'm on my 7th glass already. Let's pour it. Hold on.
I had to get rid of. I sold
6th glass.
I sold the ZPAP
No, really? Oh,
because the ZPAP had been replaced
oh. By
By-
what?
by the PSAK 103.
Really?
I took that thing out and shot it, and I'm just like,
Love to hear you and Jim Fuller talk about that gun.
it's lighter, it's lighter, and it shoots flatter, or it shoots just as flat as the ZPAP. So I was like, yep, you got to go.
Fair enough.
And then I'm gonna
Could be
end
wrong
up.
on that statement, by the way.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna end up. Hopefully, if I'm able to kind of sock some money away, I'll pick up one of the newer ZPAPs with the bulge trunnion and chrome line barrel and stuff like that.
There is always tomorrow.
Oh well, Delance.
Oh. Wow. Okay. So I see how it is, Delance. I see how it is. So all of a sudden I start talking shit about you and Brandon. I get left out of that list. I see how it is. All right. Fine. No, fine.
Delance, I'm going to send you a DM
I'm kidding,
with
Delance, by the way.
with my phone number because here's a thing about SHOT Show. We were talking about SHOT Show.
Satso.
SHOT Show. I already knew that SHOT Show was going to be canceled. I shouldn't say I knew. I had a huge suspicion that it was. I didn't even apply for it. I wasn't even going to go. I was going to take the time and the money that I put towards SHOT Show and travel.
Suck up.
And one of the places that I was hoping to travel would have been to the East Coast area near a certain
so
individual.
convenient that you say this now.
Well,
I'm playing.
Well, I have text messages with a one Brandon Herrera.
I know it is.
So yes, I would love to be able to get out to Fayetteville and to
That actually, hey, shit, man, that might not be a bad call. Like around SHOT Show time is, why don't you and I go down there and build an AK?
Let's do it.
Might not be a bad call.
But I have a very special request when it comes to the AK that I build.
Oh, dear God. If you say if you're asking to melt the Bakelite down and impregnate it with Brandon's hair, I'm going to be very upset with you.
Well, it's not just his hair. Not just his hair.
Well, I mean, that's a given, but I wonder like is there like a rating scale? Because so this is the thing. I'm not an AK person. Okay, I'm completely ignorant on AKs.
Shame on you.
It's all right. I'll get over it. I'll sleep well tonight. But is there much like there is like a rating system between the former comm block, nations?
Mhm.
Is there a rating for different AKGs with the amount of Brandon hair built into them? Because I mean, he's got to lose little bits and pieces every now and again.
So one thing that you may or may not know is that that's not even his real hair.
Oh no, yeah. Okay. Whoa, did we just break something?
We did.
Oh boy.
When news breaks, we fix it.
Okay. Chat,
So
you heard it here first on the Fit and Fire live stream. Keep calling Carrie. Episode something.
77.
All right. Oh, holy shit! Really?
Yeah.
That's my
75.
lucky number too.
I know.
Did you seriously?
I did
Oh,
not know
no,
that.
okay. I was gonna say, dude. Like, if you did seriously know that, I would have been concerned. I'd been looking out my window right now, I'd be like, is he out there? Yeah. All of a sudden, hear him skittering across the leaves.
So Delance, yeah, let's all exchange numbers. Let's figure it out. Let's.
Oh shit, dude! I already got Delance's number. I had that for years, dog. You gotta get on the train.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
I'm kidding.
Let me.
Yeah. Instagram.
No.
Send me your number.
I'm wondering if I have Delance. No.
Actually, I'll be honest with you. I don't even know if I have his number. Let me look. Let me look and see if I have his actual number.
No results.
Hold on.
So.
I do.
You do.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not going to show it, but I do.
Of course. I trust you.
I'm not that much. I'm an asshole, but I'm not that big of an asshole.
So I mean, not to put you on the spot, and I know that there's
Full
a lot
send.
of planning going into it and everything,
Roll
but
it.
obviously Delance is throwing that out there. If you're
Yeah,
interested,
dude.
I'm game.
So I'll have to talk. Full disclosure, I'll have to talk and make sure that I've got nothing on the books because once we found out SHOT Show was canceled, immediately Pat, my co-host for the live stream, Hypo, and I started potentially planning something. So we'll have to see where that lives. But my guess is I can always delay, especially if it means going down there with you to build an AK.
Mhm.
I can either get Pat out there, or I can always delay the Vegas trip or the Las Vegas trip, the Nevada trip out to go shoot some videos with Pat for a week or two to go down to Fayetteville and hang out.
Yep, and just making sure that Delance know. I'm serious too, Delance.
Same, dude. That'd be fantastic. Well, I'll get Bryce together. We'll put Bryce on a plane. We'll get everything down. We'll do the full production, the full crew, and we'll make a damn fine time of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Make sure to have the whole Stark Media crew there too, and Delance, and like let's get the boys are back in town.
Yeah.
We're gonna be blaring that, rolling down the Fayetteville Strip, if there is one.
I'm thinking that we'll probably need like a 4-day and do like a Friday through Monday, because obviously Friday and Monday would be travel, and then Saturday would be the build, and then Saturday night would be the debauchery, the unhinged drinking.
Oh, we're not doing that while building?
I mean, I would like
Brandon.
my firearm to work.
It's Brandon, though.
But that's the thing. He's not building it. We are, Jackleg.
No, I know, but he's hosting it.
Yeah, I know he's hosting it, but if
we don't start drinking vodka the minute we step off the plane, he will lock us in cages. I've seen it.
I understand that, but I'm not building a firearm when I'm drunk, because I don't want
Neither.
to.
I was gonna say, well, he is obviously.
Well,
I'm kidding. I'm totally joking.
Have we seen the AK-50 lately?
Fair point. So I would like to say on the subject of that, I think that I am the only person. I could be wrong on this. Somebody cite me if I'm wrong. But I think that I am the only channel, or the Tundra Nation, Tundra Tactical brand is the only channel that has gotten both him to cry and drink on camera before. in a video.
Really?
And he said I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something to the effect of "Please love me, real dad," while he was like sipping on vodka in the fetal position, crying in a corner. This is why you tune into us. This I've got blackmail material on that motherfucker. I'll tell you that right now. It's the only way I got that.
On top of that, Fayetteville, DeLance says Fayetteville kind of blows, but we can have some fun since Shot isn't happening. Oh yeah,
Dude,
totally
let's bring Shot to Fayetteville and see what happens.
Well,
we'll break that town.
We gotta see if we can maybe plan it on a deployment cycle,
sure,
as well, because if there's a deployment happening in that area, then more than likely. No, I'm just saying that.
Yes.
I'm totally kidding.
You know, you can hope.
Jody's back in town.
Right? And for the memes, come on. For the memes. Dude, we've been going for 2 solid hours, man. When did you switch to a 2-hour show?
When you came on for episode 77. I don't think I think the last time that you and I came on,
we did damn close to 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah. Of course, there was some really heavy, serious stuff to
it was definitely different than this show right here. Just shit talking Brandon for the back half of the episode.
Well, then Ashley says he almost fell off the balcony on him.
All right, hey, you want to hear a? So this is gonna be for the Fit and Fire audience here. You guys want to hear a Fit and Fire exclusive? Let's see if I can find this. See if I can spell Google Drive right. All right,
D-I-V-E-R.
Diver. Let's see if I can find it. Of course, I'm not going to be able to find it. Stand by. I hate how Google Drive organizes your documents. Documents?
It's like a shotgun blast.
It is pretty much essentially just that. Oh, damn. I teased it and now I don't think I can deliver. Shit. Oh, man. I really wanted to deliver this. Hold on. Mark, keep the show going.
So, Luke B brings up a really good point. If we end up going down to Fayetteville, we're going to be relegated to drinking White Claw the entire time we're there.
Oh, no, it's not working anymore. Oh, I accidentally recorded my voice. I recorded. So one of the things with the Go XLR is if I accidentally hold down the button, it records whatever I'm saying. So I can go like this. Brandon is a giant wiener. Oh, I don't know if it did it. No, it didn't do it. Well, it did it there. So that's all you got.
Nope.
There you go.
Nope. Yeah, I don't know. I can't do White Claws. I jumped on board when Reno May started pushing them hard. My workout buddy wanted me to try some. I bought like a 6-pack, and then I started drinking White Claws, and I got massive headaches from drinking them. So,
all right, I swear to God. Okay. Hold on. Here we go. All right. So, for those of you guys who don't know what, and it's probably rare because we do share a lot of the same audience, but for those of you guys who don't know what I do, and what the Tundra Nation is all about, this is a unapproved solicited message for the Tundra Nation. Mark did not approve this statement.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
Who knows? We'll let you decide after the fact. So we alluded to, or I alluded to earlier, about a coming feud, for the industry to fill the void, fill the annals, whatever, of
the dark brown place.
The dark brown place.
Okay.
Of the gaping hole. The innuendo game is strong.
I
Here.
almost spit out my freaking water.
I was trying to, dude. I was trying to time it right. Honest to God, I really was. The Kentucky Ballistics Demo Ranch Brandon Herrera feud has left, and so we're thinking about starting one up. And the Gundys have come alight. Okay, the Gundys are coming back. And if you guys are unfamiliar familiar with what the Gundys are, they're kind of like a dumb version of the Oscars. For us idiots on the internet that talk about guns all day long. They're not dumb. We're dumb. Like these two people right here, we're dumb. They're not dumb. Forge, they're pretty alright. Was it Forge? Right? Yeah. Hopefully I didn't embarrass myself there. Anywho, long story short, we're attempting to create some controversy, as our good British fans in our Discord would say. And I would like to read you the script for our first political ad style smear campaign for Brandon Herrera. And this is literally the first time anyone outside of our Discord has heard this. So this is the first public issue of the smear campaign that we're one of many, by the way, that we will be releasing to convince people not to vote for Brandon Herrera as most entertaining gun tuber of the year, but to vote for Tundra Tactical. Now, we fully expect to be absolutely crushed. We fully expect that, but I want to make him sweat a little bit. And chat, I would like you to make Brandon Herrera sweat. Like fucking salt and pepper. Push it. Okay, that's another demonetization strike. But anyway, I almost called you Brandon. Mark. Would you like to hear our first smear campaign?
Absolutely.
I'm drunk.
Please say that. I'm getting there.
Here we go. Brandon Herrera is a filthy, degenerate, doo-doo brain, caca-eating penis breath with stupid, unfunny jokes. Instead of a penis in his crotch, he has a weird group of little bumps covered with by what can be best described as plastic Easter grass that's been sitting in the sun too long. His hair isn't that great, and I don't know why people keep talking about it. Plus, he has over 400 gigabytes of weird tentacle porn that he uses to make himself feel normal before getting on camera to try to be funny. If you ever stray too close to his lair, he will capture you and smear peanut butter on your nipples because his dog thinks it's funny. I tagged Brandon in a Tumblr post 37 seconds ago and asked him some important questions, and so far, he has refused to answer. Why has he never taken a strong stance on the opposition of the ATF? Which he just did, by the way. Why is he never presented the last why was he not present at the last gun rights rally in South Dakota? Has he, in fact, captured a herd of reindeer and locked them in his basement? Why is he probably doing unspeakable acts to those reindeer? Why hasn't he responded to our questions? What is he hiding? Is he even entertaining? At this point, you're likely questioning everything that your father taught you. But that's okay.
I learned it from you, Dad.
There is another answer. There's a GunTube channel that blatantly tells the ATF to go suck a giant veiny bastard. There's a GunTube channel that is entertaining and does not rip off PewDiePie. They just rip off everything Brandon does. There's a GunTube channel that doesn't molest reindeer. When you're ready to make your vote for the most entertaining GunTuber of the year at the Gundys, place your vote for Tundra Tactical. At Tundra Tactical, we pledge to constantly berate our own fan base and then hide behind the shield of, it was just a joke, bro. Eugene bless SHOT Show. Eugene bless America. Vote Tundra Tactical 2021 for the Gundys. Or 2020, I guess, for the Gundys. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It would be 21. Okay, fair enough. 2021, one of those two. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we think?
It's pretty good. Pretty good. I think that's going to...
the opening line's pretty aggressive.
It is. It is. But you know what? You kind of have to swing for the fences.
You do.
know?
You know, when I mean, you know, we're essentially what we're doing is we're taking all of our educational material on how to write a political ad based off of what we've learned in the past from watching political ads on our videos on YouTube.
It's all doom and gloom right now, man.
It is, yeah, man. It's what we're selling too.
Mhm.
Brandon will end up causing World War III.
You know, and last I knew, the rifles were the rifle that he supports is a communist / terrorist rifle.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You see any AKs in this household? No. Tundra Tactical 2021. Most entertaining gun tuber of the year. All right. And best breakout gun tuber of the year. Those are the categories that we are seeking nominations in.
Breakout.
Yes, that's a new category for them this year.
Mm.
I believe. Because unlike you, I was not nominated last year for anything because I was a shit show.
I got you, Ashley. Yeah, I'm being very careful.
Oh dear God, have I crossed a line?
No, it's just what I said about the AK.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to make her angry.
No, but here's the thing. Mrs. Wonderful Angel of Verdun, Ashley. Speaking ill of my Kalash, the last time I checked, you post several pictures of an FAL today.
That is depressing.
That
is depressing to Lance.
Yeah, he missed it. He missed it. Wait, he can just back up. He just.
I sure hope he does.
Double tap on the left side of the screen.
Dead ass. Oh, the left side of the screen. Excuse me.
Yeah. So, yes, you did indeed. Yes, you did indeed. Because the FAL is the right arm of the free world.
DeLance, the gauntlet has been thrown down here for the first time on the Fit and Fire live stream, and I hope that when the world remembers the colossal clashing of Titan versus Flea, that is Brandon Herrera versus Tundra Tactical, that they remember that it was broadcast here first on Keep Calm and Carry.
So, DeLance, question, I see what you're saying there. Thank you for the confirmation. The question is there space available on his calendar between Christmas and New Year's? That's the question, because that's the most available that I have, unless it's after the New Year. So
dude, I'll tell you this right now, and this is not a flex, this is not a brag. I'm full time on this now, so I will work on your schedule.
Oh, okay.
So whatever works for you will work for me.
Okay.
As long as I get my request would be a 30-day.
30. You need 30 days heads up.
If possible.
Let's see. DeLance
30-ish. We'll say.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah,
we can do that.
Because I mean, if it's SHOT Show, that's what 2.5 months from now.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's tied up, yeah.
Okay. DeLance, I just sent you a DM. So
okay.
So we'll start. Yeah, we'll start planning it for.
Hey, yo, get that group chat set up, homie. He's like, nah, I don't want this motherfucker to come with me. Sorry, I keep cursing on the stream I'm not supposed to curse on.
I don't care about that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's here. Oh dear God. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in to Keep Calm and Carry, episode number 77.
So we're gonna get out of here.
Tufu is here, so we're leaving. I'm kidding. Oh man, Tufu, we love you, buddy. Tufu, did you see the Cardinal Copia mask? Have you seen the Cardinal Copia mask?
Did you get one?
I didn't even have to listen to you finish the sentence. Hold on.
Are you streaming with it on Twitch? Oh, he can't hear me. Hi, Tufu. Me love you a long time. What are you doing? Oh, he's off the screen so he can. I get it. So. Yes, we're gonna have a separate session. We'll get you on Tufu for the next Keep Calm and Carry.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Ghost has joined the chat.
Oh my god!
I am here. The Cardinal has arrived, sir. The
My
Cardinal has
goodness.
arrived. This is my Halloween costume. There was a Tundra
Was it
Tactical
really?
Spooktacular on Twitch, and this is absolutely what I wore.
Wow.
I can hardly hear you.
Did anyone recognize you?
I mean, I have hair, so my guess is no.
Oh. Well, I mean, did anybody know who you were as your costume?
Well, let me rephrase that question by saying, does anybody know who I am without the costume?
I think there's a couple. I think Tufu knows. That's one.
Debatable. He's usually drunk, so.
Yeah, which
I'll tell you what. If ever Tufu mispronounces my name in public, you know what I say?
so,
another demonetization strike.
Here's what I will have to say about Tufu is he did kiss Tracy Guns. So
oh god. Okay, so out of all of the debauchery and craziness that I have seen at SHOT Show, that is the craziest one.
I'm thinking that Richard needs to be kicked from the chat room.
Yep, he's done. Yep. Richard, I used to love you. But now, sir, you are dead to me. You're dead to me. Please remove yourself from the Tundra Nation and all things associated. If you don't, you'll be forcibly removed. And we appreciate the 224 Valkyrie ammo from Federal.
I'm totally picturing one of those scenes from like a World War II movie where they're like ripping off the stripes from.
Yeah, right.
You've been demoted, sir.
Mask, though, huh?
Yeah. Where did you pick it up at? Did you make it?
No, fuck no. You think I'm that talented?
I don't know.
No, hell no. I bought this shit online, man. That's from the Ghost store.
The Ghost store.
Their official
website?
store. Yeah, their official store.
Okay.
Here's the best part. You want to see the best part?
Swedish nickel.
It's actually the worst part. This is the worst part. So I like the old Chuchinator here. I'm a South Canadian here in Minnesota. So I like the old Chuchinator. That's what I call it.
Is that? Are you calling yourself the Floridian or the Florida man of Canada?
There's literally nothing about that sentence that makes sense.
Are you calling yourself a Florida man of Canada?
No, that'd be Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
That'd be Wisconsin. So there's a major problem. So one of the benefits is this little guy. This is it articulates, right? It articulates to a certain extent. So I can go like this, right? I can get the old Chuchinator in there. There's one problem. When I do, it comes out my fucking eyeballs. It comes out my eyeballs. And this shit's menthol, dog.
Oh.
It hurts.
So you're bleeding from your eyes by the end of the night.
It stings. It hurts. Like I'm tearing up like I would tear up if Brandon got a haircut. Like that is like there are tears falling down my face right now. And it is becoming difficult. However, I have also found that I am capable of drinking with this mask.
Yeah, that's good. I just can't get over the wrinkles on your neck, though.
Hey, you know what? All hail Papa 4. That's all I gotta say. Papa 4 for life.
Oh my goodness.
You knew what you were signing up for when you invited me on the stream.
Oh, I know.
You knew it was gonna be a wild card.
Dickie B says, close your eyes when you exhale.
It hurts still. Like because it's lingering. It sticks to the whatever the crap this is. It lingers. It's like a bad fart. Like a bad fart.
It just lingers.
So the question is, has Megan ever, speaking of bad farts, has Megan ever Dutch ovened you?
Oh, she won't admit it, but yeah, absolutely. Have I to her? 100%. Yeah, 100%. And I can hear the footsteps coming towards me right now. I'm about to die. But yeah. So you want to hear my favorite story about this mask? So we've been learning things, so Ellie, our daughter that you saw early on in the show, we've been learning things about her over the course of the last 16-ish months or so. But yeah, some ballpark, 16 months I think. And she's a tough one to get to like be emotive. She's not terribly emotive. However, when she does laugh, it's usually due to a thrill of some kind. Can you even understand me?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it sounds like drunk Tyler anyway. So,
oh, okay, good. So I'm straight on par. Excellent. So I figured that this mask would be the thing to break her. Like, this was the thing. You hear the stories about the parents, trying to like freak their kids out and make them, like cry, freak them out. I put this mask on, and Megan's holding Ellie. And she stares at me for a solid 30 seconds. And she does, like, the definition of the people's eyebrow from The Rock from 1999. Yeah, oh, wow. Oh, chat, we just uncovered a hidden talent. Chat, we just uncovered a hidden talent. Okay, one more time, sir. Oh, my... I have no words. I have no words. I mean, Dwayne, are you there? Anyways, I put the mask on thinking that this was going to be the one thing to scare her. She looked at me for about 30 seconds, very confused, and then just started laughing. Literally broke out at the top of her lungs, just cackling. And
That's
that is
good.
how, like, I was just like, well, that's my daughter.
Well, actually, that's actually somewhat concerning because what happens to the stranger danger?
Oh, she'll fuck him up. That's what'll happen. Hold on. This is, by the way, this is very strange to me. In let's see, I went bald at 19. So I have not had to do this in this many years. That is, I'm serious. I'm dead serious when I say, like, that's funny. I get it. But you have no idea how weird that feels to me. You have no idea. All right. Here's the really funny part.
When I do this. Now, if that's not the thumbnail for the stream, I don't know what will be.
Unfortunately, I've already set the thumbnail.
Well,
so
you're gonna have to change it.
rechange.
You're gonna have to change it. Yeah, I mean, it's a given at this point.
Flying nun, Dr. Catmill says.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm so drunk I read that as flying man. I got the flying part right.
Where are you? Where are you headed with that?
This one eyeball's going this way, the other eyeball's going that way.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was just a 2020 reference.
Oh, I mean, it could be a Tundra Tactical reference. You have no idea.
So-
Hopefully, you didn't see that.
Let's see. Tufu saying, "Don't worry, I'll make sure it somehow ends up in the TN Discord."
That is why we love to. Yep, it's actually already in the TN Discord. I just looked. It's already there. That is why we love Tufu, and that is why you need to have him on the show.
All right, so Tufu, I need you available next Monday.
Yeah, that is why you need to have him on the show.
I'll wear my hat.
Oh, he'll wear his nameless ghoul mask, and if you don't, Tufu, I will be very disappointed in you.
So he will wear his nameless ghoul, and I will wear my welcome to the rice paddies, motherfucker.
Rice fields, but close. Yeah, great job. Great
Same
job.
thing.
Hey, question for you.
for sure.
So was it last year for my birthday that you sent me the shirt?
Mhm.
What a guy. What a guy. So this guy knows I love Ghost, right? Ghost is my favorite band, right? And I went to actually see Ghost live in concert on my birthday last year, which also happened to end up being on a Saturday. So my my good friend Tufu and Hypo and Ashley infamously hosted the the show, which holds the time record. I believe it was like a 4 hour and 30 some odd minute live stream, where Ashley sang "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" to me. Tufu was just uncontrollable, and Hypo was trying to figure out what the hell was going on for 4.5 hours.
Which I may or may not have watched that stream several times.
Well done, sir. Well done. I'm sure you found an entertaining stream.
Yes.
So Delance in the Tundra Tactical Discord just said the star of Handmaid's Tale on KC&C. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but
when you pulled the mask up, it looked like you were a nun. Handmaid's Tale. Yeah.
Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right, hey buddy, I gotta bounce here pretty quick, so let's.
It's that time, man. I'm looking at the clock.
Is this a record? Is this a keep calm and carry record?
It's coming pretty close. I'll have to go back and look, but I mean, I think anytime that you're on, we're always over 2 hours.
We're always way over time.
Yeah. So
it's because I love you a long time. It's really because.
Hello, I need to speak to somebody who can speak a Chinese.
Is
Fuck you, big boy.
is it Tufu?
Most of the time.
So dagnammit, I had something for you.
Yeah, I derailed them. I'm sorry. You know what?
There are no brakes on this commie fuck train.
That sounded oddly familiar.
It does sound oddly familiar. I have no idea where it's from. One more time.
There are no brakes on this commie fuck train.
There's not. There's not.
There never is when either myself or the questioned individual is involved.
Yeah. No sweater. None whatsoever. I can't even speak at this point.
Did you just say no sweater? You're drinking water.
No, I drink horse soldier.
Oh, are you sure about that?
I'm drinking water now because I'm
my
completely freaking dehydrated.
Discombobulated is what you were going to say, but
I was actually trying to do my best Joe Biden impersonation.
Excellent.
When he was like,
it was
zero pressure.
Yeah, mid-stroke. You see the whole left side of his face just go slack.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
full send, America.
So now that we have completely derailed this 2 hour, 20 minute, and 29 minute
disgusting display
of debauchery, and
mostly for me,
I pretty much embarrassed myself most of the time. So, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and get off of here. Thanks so much for you guys who have been in the chat the entire time. You guys have been rocking it. I'm actually hoping that the live chat will devolve into something very similar to that of Grand Thumb's comment section.
I really hope so too for you.
That would be huge.
Mark, can I make a plug real quick?
Absolutely.
Before ladies and gentlemen of the chat, may I regale you with a tale? Please, please, gather around and listen. Stay a while and listen. If you get that joke, by the way, you are a true gamer.
All right, I need you guys one step in. One back.
Step in. So very recently, if I may plug myself, which sounds terribly weird. It really does sound actually awful. But I'm going to plug myself anyways. We're going to go with it because that's how Tundra Tactical rolls.
We're doing it live.
Yeah, we're doing it live. Fuck it. Anyway, we're Bill O'Reilly and that shit. We just started a Twitch channel not too long ago.
Yes. Oh my goodness. We talked about this before.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yes.
And if you guys would like to hang out with myself and the rest of my Discord crew and just witness okay, so watching me in general talk on the internet is very similar to watching a plane crash. It's very similar, or a train, or something that's carrying a train full of infants, women, children. It's just like it's terrible to watch, but you can't look away. It's awful.
So my question, and Dr. Catmit actually has a great question: is this Twitch or is it fans only?
Both, yes. So the fans only, the OnlyFans feet page is coming out soon. Not we're still working on content for that. But my Hobbit feet, my hairy feet are gonna be debuting on OnlyFans relatively soon. You think I'm fucking joking? Yeah, no, I ain't joking. It's
sure you're
happening.
not joking.
Yeah, it's actually happening. Another Keep Calm and Carry exclusive, significantly less important than the last one. But guys, if you do me a solid favor, we just earned. I'm so proud to say that we just earned our Twitch affiliate in 6 days.
It's amazing.
In 6 days, we earned our Twitch affiliate. Now, admittedly, not terribly hard to do, but we are going to be pushing for a full partner on Twitch here soon. So if you guys enjoy some of the debauchery that you've seen here from myself tonight, interacting with the angelic, cherubic even, hashtag vocab, Fit and Fire, you will see much more of that on the Tundra Gaming Live Twitch channel, and that's what you will search for, Tundra Gaming Live, over on Twitch. And there's a lot of fun stuff that happens over there. There's a lot of fun stuff that happens over there.
I've already watched just a tad of it, and I can't believe how much fun it is. I mean, Mario Kart all the time. I don't know how you guys can do that.
Actually, you know what? I ain't even mad because Mario Kart's a boss-ass game. No, as of recent, what we've been playing is Dead by Daylight and Rising Storm 2 Green Army Men, which is fantastic, by the way.
No Escape from Tokarev?
Tokarev, no, that is on the list. Okay. And actually, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to convince the AK Jesus himself,
Ian.
Technically, yes.
I mean, he does have an AK.
Yeah, I mean,
published
technically, but Brandon.
Of course.
Yep.
Of course.
We're trying to reach out to Brandon to see if he would like to do his first public stream over on our channel. So if you guys would like to see that, go on over to twitch.tv/Tundra Gaming Live and follow us over there. You will see a nice, if you do it while we're live, you will see a nice little animated GIF or GIF if you're a degenerate. And shit's gonna go down. I'll tell you that right now. But Mark, thanks for having me on, buddy.
No, thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that I'm back. Sorry to take such a long break from you guys. I just needed a break myself. So really do appreciate everybody. Tufu, you're ridiculous. You are on deck for next week. So get yourself ready.
He just in my general chat just goes, it says, so his name in the Tundra Tactical Discord is the Broken Gun Bunny. That is his name.
He's been broke over several times.
Many times. He says, I'm going to plug myself, Tyler, Tundra Tactical. That is the definition of me.
That is true. We're going to go keep on rolling with Keep Calm and Carry. We'll keep on going. We'll get some actual professional guests in light of the debauchery that we have.
But you're going to need it.
I do want to say thank you so much for you guys swinging by. Tufu, Meat Fuel Rants, Anthony, Ashley, guys, thanks for jumping in. Tactical Considerations, The Daily Shooter, freaking Cyclops, Joe, thank you so much. I got the email about the donation to the channel through PayPal.
Oh, I just hit the bleep button. Sorry. I meant to hit the mute button because I was going to belch and I hit the bleep button.
It's okay. It's go. Just bleep me anyway. But Joe, thanks so much for Is that Morse code?
No.
So, okay. But Joe, thanks so much for the donation. I really do appreciate you. And hey, if you've got some time, let's get you on so we can introduce you to my channel, and let you guys see what this dude's all about. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. There's my next Joe Biden impression. We're going to get out of here.
Oh, hold on. Excuse me. Hold on. One sec.
There we go. In honor of Halloween.
The best holiday of the year.
It's absolutely right. Because I dressed up as Lilo.
You were fantastic, by the way. I mean, literally, okay, Kim Kardashian has nothing on you.
By the end of the night,
Okay.
too, I had the hair flipped down and everything. So
No, you know what I was saying the whole night on Instagram?
I have a bit of a peach. So I'll just put that out there.
That's all I'm saying.
That's it. All right. So we are going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you so much, everybody, for swinging by, spending the almost 2 hours and 40 minutes with us.
It has been fantastic. Hey, real quick, break, real quick. If you are not already following this dude on Patreon, if you are not already donating donuts to him or go nuts to him via Super Chat,
all the nuts.
Hey, find a way, man. Find a way. This guy, okay, screw us, man. This dude deserves it. He actually provides actual information to people. We just shit on the industry. This dude provides actual information to people that make in a drunken light sometimes makes your life a little bit easier. And isn't that worth $1 or $2?
It is.
Isn't that worth $1 or $2? So go ahead. I want to see some super chats. I want to see some Patreons. Send it. And Mark, thank you very much for having me on tonight, sir.
Thank you. Have a great night, sir.
I will most certainly.
We will see you guys next week, as always.
We will, guys. You see.
Well, I hope that we'll see you guys next week. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but we'll see you one way or the other, either here or in the life after. As always.
Nope.
As always, keep calm and carry. See you guys later. Good night.
Take it, LT.